Welcome to the NXT TakeOver 31 Watch Along. I'm Matt Degnan, or other known as Sox or Clark Kent, whatever you want to call me. And to the left of me, to the right of you,
I'm Dave Cotta, known as not Socks. I'm just known as Dave Cotta.
are you wearing socks?
Oh, you better believe it, man.
Are they
Come
as
on.
high as mine? I doubt that.
They're Reebok. They're ankle socks, buddy.
Oh, I'm getting ready for this TakeOver. The card isn't as good as it usually is in the past. What do you think about this TakeOver?
Me, I'm excited for it. We got 4 title matches and one non-title match that's not a title on the line. I think it's gonna be a good card. Five matches. It's gonna be a short, sweet event.
I usually, when they do these, 5 matches, each of them get about 20 minutes, usually around there, 20, 25. They give them good time. They do their work in the ring. They get their storylines out there. They know how to work these matches. That's what separates them from the main card or the main roster, is they know how to work their matches right. You go to the main roster and it's just their storylines aren't there. They have like 11 matches and they don't work the storylines. It's just, you don't know. Here they integrate what was on TV to the pay-per-view.
Well, NXT is a totally different, thing than Raw and SmackDown. I mean, come on.
The past year, it's starting to get a little main roster-ish.
Yeah,
Since they got
but I mean, like, they spend more time, I feel like, on story, like you're saying.
Oh, it's much better.
Yeah.
But the past year or so, it's gotten some main roster, ticks to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we got the unveiling of the Capitol Wrestling Center tonight at the Performance Center. What do you think about that?
I mean, I've already seen it.
Oh, you have? Whoa, behind the scenes, Matt.
It actually looks real.
Does it? I haven't seen anything yet.
It looks the same as Full Sail on a bigger scale.
Nice.
And tonight, 2 little notes that we have. This is the first time in NXT history they're going to be a traditional pay-per-view.
Okay.
The first time ever. And they're going to have fans tonight. So it's going to be pretty different tonight for just little aspects. More fans are going to be there. Well, any fans at all, actually, other than the developmental people. And it's going to be a traditional pay-per-view. Will they get many buys? Who knows? It'll be interesting. For people that don't know, it will not be at Full Sail. It will not be at the Thunderdome. It'll be back at the Performance Center, or now as it's renamed, the Capitol Wrestling Center. Which, are they going to change NXT's name? I was talking to him earlier, and he kind of gave me a little ugh about it. And I said, "What? The new logo?
I wouldn't
Did you see the new logo?
Yes, but I wouldn't change
it. It has NXT in the logo. So I said to him, I said, what if they call it NXT Capitol Wrestling? Or, Capitol Wrestling NXT.
Too much.
It's too long. I wouldn't do it, but
NXT's built its brand on NXT for how many years now? If you change it, nah, not for me.
The way they've been pushing it for the past year,
I understand what you're saying,
they've produced it is they've made it an equal type of thing to the main roster.
Right. I get that, but still,
I wouldn't change it, but I'm looking from their view of how they do think stuff.
Yeah, but NXT, they do things different with, so I don't think they're going to do it. NXT is, its own animal, its own entity, and they treat it like that.
I don't know why they changed the name of the thing if you're not going to change anything about NXT. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. That's, Triple H and the higher heads, not for us to determine. But anyways, do you want to do the predictions now, or do you want to do match by match?
I wanted to do predictions before the show.
But now Dan's not here to join us, so.
We'll do the predictions.
Okay, without him.
We're going to have to do them at some point.
Right.
Do the predictions now, and then before the match starts, we'll kind of now we can break them down. We only have 9 minutes, so we can just kind of run through it now. And then before the match happens, like the promo video and the entrances, we can break it down.
Right,
more.
Okay. So the first match is Kushida versus Velveteen Dream.
See, I said to him out there, these matches I'm very split on for the first time almost ever with WWE, where every single match can go either way. For that, they've been trying to push Kushida more. He's been having some enhancement talent, squash type of matches where they're really putting him over and they're trying to make him a star, maybe for a cruiserweight title run.
Totally. I totally agree with that.
I have to go with Velveteen Dream. He can take the loss, but I think they're going to try to give him another.
Build his name back up.
He just returned a couple weeks ago, so I think they're trying to get him back in. I think we could possibly see a not so clean finish, and we get a rematch on Wednesday night. But I would have to say Velveteen Dream wins. Maybe a roll-up with the tights or something like that.
Something that's not completely, like you said, but it's close enough where it could be like a false, you know what I mean? Something like that.
Something like that, and I think we get a rematch on NXT TV. to pop a rating.
Yeah.
Not that it's a crazy match, but then they could push it as, oh, it's a pay-per-view rematch this Wednesday, da-da-da-da-da. They try to do that sometimes right after the pay-per-view. So I would say Velveteen Dream for right now.
I totally agree too, like I said, I think it's Velveteen Dream because they need to build that name back up. He's been off TV for a long time, and he just came back. They need to do something with that. That's, unless they have plans on bringing him to the main roster at some point, I think he's the man that's going to win the match totally.
I think if Velveteen Dream loses, he goes to the main roster.
Right, and that's the way I look at it. But I just feel like he's got to have some more matches in NXT before to make a name, so he's there because he's going to be on Wednesday nights now. Let his name be known out there so fans can get to know him again and then bring him up. So I think I'm agreeing with you, Velveteen Dream.
When we get later in the predictions, I'll give you more thoughts on him and someone else in this card I think he'll go after once he wins.
Okay. Next match is the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, which is Santos Escobar versus Isaiah Swerve Scott.
I think Scott takes it tonight.
Really?
The way pro wrestling is the heel has the title.
Yeah.
The face chases it for a while.
I'm not saying you're not right.
And the face ends up taking the title, and then that's usually how it goes. It's basically like a movie. The heel controls everything, and then the face comes in at the end, and they do a big blow off, a big fight scene, and the face or the good guy usually wins in the end. So I think Scott's going to win, and then I think they might build up Kushida more after this.
Okay.
You can have Kushida lose to Dream because he's not technically a cruiserweight, but I think down the road we're going to get Kushida having a run with the title.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with Santos. I don't see him losing it. I just
he's
think
had the title for
exactly, but I feel like they love him. They love him there, and I think that him as the title holder is going to continue. He's going to run through the cruiserweight division with it. But that's me. Like I said, that's the whole point of predictions. And I mean, I'm not going to say you're not right with Isaiah either, but I feel like Santos is keeping.
I just don't. Who else is there for Santos Escobar to go against? It's just you really have nothing with him. You did your whole thing with Breezango,
right?
And
they have
Swerve Scott. It's just you need to change the title at some point, especially the
You're
way
right,
my other
but not
predictions
tonight.
fall in line.
Well, we can disagree to agree, right? We have the NXT North American Championship, which my man Damian Priest is the champion facing Johnny Gargano.
I have Priest winning, and I have Velveteen Dream versus Damian Priest as the next North American title of feud. I would love
Hell
that.
Yeah.
Have Priest
I totally agree with
as
that.
the badass guy who loves to party and stuff like that. And then you have a guy like Velveteen Dream who's kind of, can push his buttons a little bit. I would love to see that feud. I think it'd be pretty good. I could see Dream kind of chasing the title for a little bit and not being able to capture it and then goes up to the main roster or whatever you want to do. But I think Dream needs another title run, whether it's main title or the mid-card title.
Well, let me tell you this. I want Priest to hold it. I think he is. But do you think there's any chance of Johnny Gargano winning to keep a power couple with the next match, Candice LeRae winning the women's title, making them both champions?
That match is opening the show.
Right.
If Johnny Gargano wins in the opening match, you can bet your bottom dollar that Candice LeRae is going to win. There's no way you can have Johnny win
and not
have Candice win.
Well, that's what I mean. So
versa.
do you see that happening at all? That's what I was going with.
If Johnny wins, Candice wins.
Right.
If Johnny loses, Candice loses.
Okay.
That's how it's going to go. I think if they both lose, there's going to be more talk about them going to the main roster.
Okay.
If they both win, there's going to be a lot of talk of Io Shirai going to the main roster.
All right. Yes, I can go with that. I think Priest is going to win too, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gargano wins, and then like you said, LeRae wins it as well, just to make them the power couple of NXT having both titles. Like we were just talking about, the next match is going to be the NXT Women's Championship with this. We just said Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae.
I'm picking Priest and Io Shirai to retain, and I can see them doing a winner-take-all match, a rematch for this Wednesday. They love milking out these feuds.
Having the tag, like
they love having these rematches and stuff like that. I could see them doing a winner takes. What I would have done is not do that mixed tag match. What I would have done is I would have had Priest. I would have done the matches back to back.
With them going,
I would have built it up a little more.
Yep.
And I would have had Priest and Io Shirai retain and have them do something after. And then Wednesday night, do the big winner takes all main event.
Okay.
It would have got a little bit better ratings from it. I think they would have got some people who would care about that. Is a winner. They don't do winner takes all a lot.
Never.
So I would do a winner take all mixed tag match this Wednesday, but they already did the match last Wednesday. You never build up matches by doing the matches. That's just how I do it.
Well, that's true. Exactly. Like
you don't want to build something up by doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Candice LeRae is going to take it. I still think they've built her up with Johnny Gargano. They put a lot of time and effort into this whole thing with them too, that I honestly see Candice LeRae winning it. And like you said, then if Johnny Gargano, I know that goes against my prediction with Damian Priest, but I don't see them both having it. I think one's going to get mad at the other. That's my thing. I don't know.
The only way I see one losing and one winning is if they do a storyline of them butting heads a little bit.
Well, that's the way.
I don't think they should do that. I think they work good together as heels.
They do. They do a great job.
I think if one wins, the other one wins. If one loses, the other one loses. It's pretty simple. I don't think you can have one win and one lose unless you're going to have a storyline where they start to butt heads and drift away.
Exactly.
But I don't think they're going to do that to an actual couple in real life.
No, and that's true too, but you never know. WWE does definitely different things, but I don't know. I could see that happening. I think they're going to move Io Shirai back up to the main roster because I think it's time to have her go to the next level. So that's why
I don't think they do that. Yeah, they don't have any woman yet to take over her place. You can have Candice win. She's a heel. What top face is she going to go against? Rhea Ripley again?
Hey, but I'd buy a ticket to that.
I don't know.
I like it. I like both. I think they're both great.
But then the thing is, Rhea is so hot, people are going to expect her to win.
Which is true, but that's when you do the swerve, man. That's the best part of wrestling is when you expect it, and it's the least expecting that happens. When you know the outcomes of matches, for me personally, it's boring.
I love the swerves.
It's the same things going on and on and on.
I want the swerves to make sense, though. I don't want Candice winning.
Make sense.
But you're gonna have Candice win her first ever title, and you're gonna do a storyline with her and Johnny as champions, and then a month or two later, you're gonna just have them drop it. It would make.
We would see though. You never know.
It would make more sense to just have Io retain, milk it out a little bit more, build another face.
The thing with that is they always milk, and then they milk it too much.
But the thing is, but there's good milking and there's bad milking.
Right.
Like Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, as I said before, that's a good milking. But when you're doing this Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley feud,
we only got a minute.
That's bad milking. But we could talk more about it later.
Right.
We could talk about the main event of tonight, which is Finn Balor versus Kyle O'Reilly for the NXT Championship. The safe pick is Balor.
Yes.
The pick that everybody's going to kind of go like X Factor on is picking Kyle O'Reilly.
Well, here's the thing. Do you see Undisputed Era breaking up at any point? That's
how I would do it. Is I would have Kyle O'Reilly win, do a championship ceremony on Wednesday night.
Okay.
Have it close the show. Have a minute left. Not even a minute. Have Kyle O'Reilly and
as we're getting ready, look at Damian Priest and Johnny Gargano getting ready to kick off the show.
I would have them raising hands. As they're raising hands, you have Cole just do one of the super kicks right to him.
Okay.
Last shot him, pick up the title, just say on the mic and say you thought you were going to be the top guy in the group. Boom. That was just
break them up.
Leave it at that.
But see, I wanted them to come up to the main roster as a team.
They would do nothing on the main roster.
Hey, you're probably right, but I think they're so good on NXT. Bring it up.
How many people are so good on NXT and end up going on the main roster?
You have such a hot commodity right there. I think they would do all right on the main roster.
The thing is, on
SmackDown, not on Raw. Raw, they would get lost. I think on SmackDown, it's better. I think SmackDown's all around better.
A lot of the fans in the main roster just don't watch NXT.
Which is true.
It's filled
Very true.
It's filled with kids. All the people who watch the main roster are kids.
I mean, yeah,
none of the kids watch NXT.
Right. And it's hard with no fans because no fans, it's just harder for people to get into it. And I know that from talking to people. Us personally, at least we don't get affected by that. We watch it regardless. Oh, look at here we go. Capital Wrestling Corporation. They're going to show this. Nice.
That used to be their old name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back in the 50s, which I believe is what this document is.
Look at this right
1977.
Here. Wow.
That document is from. I like this open.
Absolutely. We got to turn this around so we can at least see. Oh, it's not even on, Dan.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's slacking, man. Unreal.
I don't know why they changed the name. I thought it was pointless. I know it's their original name of what they were at first. I just don't think it makes sense with what they're trying to do. Because I don't believe Capital Wrestling was a
big entity.
No. Was a developmental type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, it wasn't. No, you're right.
I get they're trying to add some credibility or whatever you want to say about it, but it's just, just keep it NXT. I like the name Performance Center or Training Center. You know, how many professional teams have something that's called Performance or Training Center?
Which is true. You're definitely right.
It's just.
I think they're just trying something different because you know how WWE is, when it gets stale, they want to change it. They want to.
But there is nothing stale about NXT.
To me and you, but to them, the people at WWE, you know how it is. It's always like that. But let's see.
We'll see as Dan fixes the camera shot.
He's
As
finally
they
joining
do
the set.
the big reveal of the Capitol
see.
Wrestling Center. I'm sure Dan's going to forget the name 9 out of 10 times.
What do we have? We got a big cage.
Hopefully, I'm not in the camera shot right now as I'm trying to get the laptop set up.
We're just going to do it for
That
you.
is
They have-
unbelievable.
Look at this.
Told you,
Laser beams all
it's
over the
nice.
place. Look at this.
Well,
All
I
I
think
need are
laser
those
beams.
I feel like I'm
lasers
at a
from the
big-
impact zone.
I know. Yes, exactly.
I don't know why the cages are there. Are they
I
really
feel
having
like I'm at a
fans that
big
are?
friggin' powwow right now.
I'm surprised Triple H isn't in the ring
Going crazy, right?
having a heart attack as he screams, "We are NXT" into the mic. Oh, I don't know if you know, but Johnny Gargano and Damian Priest are kicking off the night, Dan.
Oh, geez.
Dan
I'm
is
glad I
pumped.
made
Look
it
at
back
him.
in when I
That
did.
he's fired up. You can tell by him.
The 31st installment of NXT TakeOver, ladies and gentlemen, from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida.
It's just so
look at
stupid.
this. They doinked the clown face or something.
And they're not allowing anybody under 16. Oh,
Look at Vic Joseph.
One of the boys. What do you think of tonight, Dan? As we already did our
Well,
predictions and
It's going to be a big
thoughts.
one. I know
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be a big one. 5 matches. They're all probably going to get about 20 minutes each, which they usually do on takeovers.
Can't get the Wi-Fi going. but-
Yeah.
Look at Vic Joseph. He's fired up.
I love this entrance.
Yes.
His entrance is very
Absolutely.
good. But the thing is, I don't think he hasn't really done it too much in front of fans, which sucks.
Well, yeah, because COVID took care of that. What I don't understand, I wonder why they're having the champion come out first, though.
You sound like Jesse Ventura at WrestleMania 5.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'd kick off the show with the champion coming out.
Well,
Since it's the
usually you always
opening
have the
match.
champion come out second. You know what I
Well,
mean?
it's in the opening
But
match.
it's opening match,
Yeah.
I guess, so to kick it off. But I mean, like you said, he's not in front of fans. Everybody knows Gargano.
Kick
'cause
it
he was.
off.
He loves your accent.
He loves it, as I love his. What do you think of this? I was about to call it the Performance Center again. The Capitol Wrestling Center.
Doesn't really look all that different, to be honest. But
I said to him,
I'm
I said
only
it
looking
looks,
at it out of the corner of my eye.
I said it looks like Full Sail, just kind of.
Look at him going crazy. Look at him.
He's so good. I love
He's
when
ready.
he does. Oh,
He is ready. Look at he's pulling it back, letting it go. Priest.
and the fans.
What do you think of his character here in NXT? Now, did you see him in Ring of Honor as
Oh, yeah.
Punishment? Which one did you like better?
Punishment Martinez,
Yeah, me
but
too.
they've toned him down a little bit
Right.
from what he was.
Exactly.
But what are you gonna do? You
I
know,
I'm just happy they didn't let him go still. They actually used him for something here. I was afraid he was going to join NXT and just be one of the guys, somebody that just has matches.
usually when they do the name changes, they have something for them.
Well, yeah,
Like
because they
with-
can change.
Like with Ridge Holland, they're not going to change his name and bring him back just to have him do nothing. But
They wouldn't do that with Ridge.
You like him?
Ridge Holland, I think he's good. We
Yeah,
were talking
he is.
about it on our
He
show
is.
the other
He's very
night. He's
good.
been shown off well so far. Who do you think is
Johnny
winning this one?
wrestling.
We didn't get his predictions. Who do you think is winning this one?
One of the two guys in the ring.
Well, there's 3.
With
The
this
ref.
one,
Look at him.
I could see them putting Priest on the main roster. I could see a title change here.
Oh, that's definitely different.
I
than
think
what
if
we
you're
said.
going to open the
There we
show with
go.
this, I think they might have Gargano win. You know what I mean? To kick off
Yeah,
the show with
hell yeah. Why
my
not? Have a
prediction
champion
is
right
Priest, just to be on the
The
safe
little
side.
Dutch boy, Wes Simcoe of NXT, Johnny Gargano.
up. Oh, there you go.
The little fella.
Maybe a
I
little
like it.
taller. But I think he does less hiking than him.
He's living
It's
on a mountain, you
debatable.
said right now, right?
Mine is- Yeah, somewhere up in northern Vermont.
Different from northern
for
New
him.
Hampshire.
All heart, no soul, Johnny Gargano.
Almost like my fantasy football team today.
All heart, no soul.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just
they
like
have a
your
lot of heart.
Chargers, too.
But,
They had a lot of heart, but they had no soul. Tom
I-
Brady came in and
I don't
kicked
think
their butt.
I don't think they have much
Look
of
at the
anything.
ref. He looks determined, like he's in the match.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He used to
Looks
be a
more
wrestler.
serious than the other.
I was going to say, he
He
looked
used
like
to
he
be a
was-
wrestler.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
was actually
saying,
a
he's
good
a ref
wrestler.
now. He's not.
I
He's
think it's
looking like
because
he's,
of concussions he
maybe
stopped.
that. Maybe.
Because he was one of the better guys on the indie scene, and he was about to get signed, and I think it was. There we go.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't
This
know.
is with the shot. Coming in with those blows to the belly.
We said this on the show a few times. This is just, it's not a believable match. They have the Thunderdome fans in there.
Yeah, they have some of them. Yes, they do.
He didn't believe me. I told him. I told him they were doing the renovation to the Performance Center to do something with it. And he said it was just whatever. There's no way you can, the barricades look different too.
Yeah, it's fence.
No. The lower part of it. See, it's in sections.
Oh, okay, yeah.
gotta restart
They got to do whatever they can.
I
We're
think it
live
looks,
in the Capitol Wrestling Center, though.
the
That
name-
excites you.
If they kept it, I think, you know what? Maybe they might just be calling it until they go back to normal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when they go back to normal, it'll just be the Performance Center. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Whether it's the Capitol Wrestling Center or the Performance Center, as long as the wrestling's good and the stories are good, I don't care.
How
what
can
it
you
is.
call it the Capitol Wrestling Center when it's called NXT? You know what I mean? I think when you do that, you have to make a name change.
They should have called it the NXT Arena. Remember back in the day, ECW Arena could have called it the NXT Arena.
Just
Boom.
call it NXT Arena.
Simple.
Or call it just the NXT Center. You know
There
what
you
I mean?
go.
Just something simple.
Because
Doesn't-
it is the center of NXT. Everybody goes there, and they get something.
developmental.
Yeah.
You know, if the show's going to be there.
Hey, man, I'm with you on that. I can ride that carpet. No problem.
Wouldn't be the first carpet, but
Yeah.
you better-
Who you texting there?
we're having some negotiations going on as we speak.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
They have some news tonight.
Oh, big
oh,
news
boy.
coming out of Boston Wrestling. We go first pin.
I cannot get the signal on my laptop, though, even though we have the...
Just stay tuned in with us. We'll get it fixed.
No, everything's fine for the fans
Yeah.
that are watching. I just can't get my computer to work to try and interact with the fans chatting, and I like to chat with the great folks. I saw Maria was with us, Rick was with us, Lawson was with us, one of our Kevins was with us.
Beautiful.
TJ was with. Oh no, TJ said he was chiming out. He can't get into NXT. That's all
there
right.
you go.
It's not for everybody.
We said on the show that this match
Nice
isn't really
forearm.
like realistic in terms of like the size of these two.
But they both can work. That's the thing, especially Gargano.
Maybe
So I
I'd
think
be
it's gonna
better off
oh.
trying to do this on my phone. Oof, I don't know.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Ooh,
That was nice.
that was nice.
I like that because it shows Martinez is the bigger, stronger guy, but Gargano's a little smarter.
To be able to do the agility, to do the flip to the floor too. Very nice. I like it.
I don't know.
All right,
I like
well, this isn't
What do you think
exactly
of the
helping.
purple tights though tonight, Priest?
I like it.
Yeah, you like them? All right.
Every time he's wearing like black. When there's special shows like TakeOver,
Yeah.
I like when they do different ring gear. It makes it feel a
It's
little
like
more
dressing
special.
up for Christmas.
Yes. Oh, look at these Look at the cage. You like that?
It's so
I do.
stupid.
You like the cage?
He doesn't like the cage.
It's
No.
stupid. Why is it there?
Just adding a little element.
I could see if it was on the other side, like for that effect. But if it's on the wrestler side, why isn't it on the fan side to make it seem like it's like an underground
Why
show? You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, there was no Raw Underground this past Monday night.
They didn't tape any episodes
Yeah, that's
before
what
the
I'm
show
saying.
because they deemed it as not necessary.
Well, there you go. We didn't get to see our Stone Cold Shane McMahon.
Come on.
Addition by subtraction because they actually went up in the viewership
There you go. That's true. That's
and
very
the
true.
limited number of women's matches too. So
That
also,
makes Dan very happy.
yeah.
You know
But
what would make me
Look at
really
him using the
happy
cage already,
if I could get the...
holding it.
But as I remember, I said last
Nice
week, I
shot.
said usually when guys have like new ring gear or new stuff like that, you know, it's
They're gonna
little
win.
things like that sometimes.
That makes you think they're gonna win. I get you.
Considering
go.
it takes them sometimes weeks, if not
Oof.
months, to have
I like
that ring
that.
gear designed, that's not always necessarily the case.
What do you mean?
Well, if they want to put in an order for new gear, I mean, it's not like they're going to find out on Tuesday. They're going to
They're
win at
gonna
the
have new
pay-per-view
gear.
on
Yeah.
Saturday.
That's true.
Sometimes
No,
the
did you
gear...
see the Lucha House Party on Friday night?
Yeah.
They all had new ring gear and they made it the night before.
They made the ring gear the night before.
Yes.
Oh man.
Where on earth did you hear that, Joe?
It was on Lindsay Dorado's live Twitch stream. He literally made
He
it
said he made his own ring gear the night before.
it was on his Twitch stream. I can bring it up right now.
Maybe I'm going to say the man's lying.
I don't have a pick.
He
in
did
this
it
fight.
live on Twitch.
I don't have a
He
pick. in
made
this fight,
the
'cause I
ring
didn't
gear
see
live
either, so
on
I have
Twitch.
No idea. But this is a
Or
great match.
maybe
They're
he's
gonna-
a master seamstress. I don't
Gargano's got
know.
him in a half Boston Crab here.
I know if they're going to have the WWE
Reese.
ladies design it, the
Push
orders
out,
have
got
to go
out of
out
it.
awfully early, not
Gargano
the week
inside
before.
ring.
I'm getting awfully agitated with this.
Low right to the stomach. Another one. Another one. Kick to the back of the leg. He's got him. Throws him right into the. Oh. Not for nothing. I mean, as much as the size difference, I don't see, they've been working well together. Even though the size difference is
He's
big.
more worried about Twitch.
I know. He's still looking it up. It's all right.
Because he did it on Twitch.
It's all right.
He
guys.
actually
It doesn't
made the
matter.
gear on Twitch.
Yes, and he took pictures of it and put it
Jesus.
on social media
But he
too.
took pictures of it, or you watched him stitch it together?
Jesus Christ. Who cares, guys?
Because he put it.
You guys
Because he
are
always
awesome.
does this. Because he thinks his opinions are facts.
Because I know, as someone that has worked with WWE, that for them to get their gear made by the company, they sometimes have to put the request in not weeks, but months ahead of time. They just can't say on Tuesday, I
big
want new
move.
gear for Sunday. If he made it himself, I'm
He's
awfully
ready.
impressed.
Because he did make it himself.
Well, then that I'm impressed by.
That was nice.
Some of these guys, they like to make their. Who else was it? They made their own ring gear too, and I remember the announcers actually saying it too
Ooh,
on
flying elbow.
live TV.
Well,
They-
that's a great skill for any of them to have because they can make money
Another
doing that
elbow.
beyond
Look
their
at
own.
that in the ropes.
I
Dude,
can't believe
it was
I
the
can't get
woman's
this to
wrestler,
work.
and they made their own gear. And I remember the announcer saying
Ready?
something like she made it. Oh, it was Bianca Belair. She
Another
does it
one.
herself too.
EST.
That's why she always has different ring gear every week because she makes it like instantly.
She's constantly making ring gear.
Look
Well,
at all
too
of
bad
her
she can only do
matches.
that with the
Oh, he
wrestling.
kicked out Gargano.
Look at all of her
Didn't know
matches.
what
She
to
has
work
different
with.
ring gear. It's like
We got a great match going on, guys.
It's like Lucha House Party. They always have different ring gear because one of the guys I think it's Lince Dorado. He makes the ring gear himself. That's why they always have different masks, different, gear and stuff like that. And I think it's cool.
I know WWE has a guy named Makazi who makes a lot of their ring gear in general, like
Well,
all that.
Sasha
He's
Banks.
just one of a few.
That's Sasha Banks' husband.
Yeah.
He makes a lot. I don't know whose he makes, so I don't want to get involved with this. I was just saying, I know he makes a lot for the wrestlers, but I don't know
Because
who.
they have all the seamsters backstage, and
Yeah.
sometimes they'll have their own input on the ring gear sometimes too. And I know the wrestlers sometimes,
I
Picking it
try
up
and get it
now.
from Dunkin' Donuts at this point.
go.
like Gargano, he likes all the superhero stuff in his ring gear. Like I believe it was TakeOver last year. He had Wolverine gear.
Oof, let's get him up. Oh, almost like a Razor's Edge. Here we go. Oh, look at
They
that.
even called it the
I was just
Razor's
gonna
Edge.
go.
I'm impressed.
Because he does that move
Two.
regularly.
Oh,
Do they always call it the
Wow,
Razor's
that
Edge
was
on
close.
TV?
For him, they
Jesus.
do.
Close
Look at
but
that.
no cigars.
Not to be confused with the Celtic Cross from Sheamus.
I like that though.
He does it in a sit-out style, though.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was ready because look how slow this was. It's like he
Oh.
close, like we were talking
He-
about.
The thing back in the day, that might have been a finish, but today it's just it's too
No, honestly,
predictable.
I mean, yeah, DDTs don't even finish.
Even if you
anymore.
hit
Back
your
in the day,
finisher twice,
like Jake Roberts would be lost
even if
if
you
he
hit
did
your,
his right.
No kidding, right?
you hit your finisher twice now, and it's still not even enough. It's crazy, especially in AEW when you got to do six or seven spots, and hit your finisher 2 times, and it's still not enough to put someone out. But
Fans, I wish we could be communicating with you on the live chat. I'm sure Maria is taking over since she's that kind of lady. I cannot figure out how to do it on my phone. And I cannot get a Wi-Fi signal
Ooh,
on my
nice kick.
laptop. I will take that over the stress
On. Right in
of the
back of
stream
head.
not working.
he
He's
just
going off the middle of the ropes, the fist to the face.
See, that was if you're gonna do that, do like a kick or something, not just a slow forearm.
All right.
You know how I think I can get
Look at him.
into
He's
it?
tuning up the band. It looks like almost.
He's gonna do that spinning, the forearm or kick he does.
I honestly thought we were gonna get that. Remember you were saying rolled the way he was pushing him. I thought he was gonna come back, like you were talking about. Oh, right over the top rope.
I like
He's gonna
I
dive
like when
between
the
the
tall
middle.
guys do that. Here you go. He'll catch him.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
He'll counter it or something. He'll land on the apron or something. Super kick.
Yep.
And he'll try to do some back
Here we
flip
go.
or some. Oh, that's rolling.
Ooh, right to the. I like that.
That was good.
That was nice.
These guys know how to be innovative.
I like that.
That's the thing. And then they get to the main roster, and then we all know what happens from there.
They
But
take away half their moveset.
it's crazy.
Yep, absolutely. I agree. So it's been a good match so far. I've been entertained. Even though you guys were talking about ring gear for about 5 minutes. Oh, he's got him up for again. What's he gonna do? Outside?
Apron.
Oh, on the apron. Nice.
think he
That's
did-
becoming overdone.
Yeah,
He did
Oh,
that
absolutely.
on Wednesday.
Not just him, by everybody,
Everybody.
in wrestling.
Oh, they have to do their finishers on the apron
Yeah.
now. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, when he came to NXT and did it though, that
was
crazy.
the innovation. He started.
That was awesome.
He was the
would
one
do
that
it.
really started doing it a
Because
lot.
I
on the
remember
apron.
when he did it to Sami Zayn, how
That was
crazy
the first time he
Oh.
ever did that, and I was like,
those were brutal.
brutal. And then everybody started going.
Fallacious, if you will.
Yes.
But then
great word.
everybody started doing their moves on the apron and the German suplexes on the DDTs, the suplex. You know, the one that happened on Wednesday with Shotzi Blackheart, where she landed right
Yep.
on her head. That
Ooh,
was bad.
Bad, real bad, yeah. Some of them look real scary and some of them look really good.
But all these moves that
Look
are
what I'm
just
looking
done
at.
on
He's
the
laughing,
apron.
Priest.
I like that though, because he has that
Ooh,
kind of
right in the back,
like
knee.
crazy side to him.
Can Gargano capitalize now? Ooh, clothesline.
I'm still trying to get this to work.
What, the internet's not working?
I can't get a signal on my laptop or the cell phone, so I don't. As long as the main feed works, I'm thrilled.
Right, exactly. There's no other hard wires you can take from the.
No,
I wouldn't even touch that.
No,
I would
yeah,
not
After
touch
what we
that.
went through,
Yeah,
no,
I get you.
I'll take this frustration and not being able to chat with these great folks right away. But wait a minute. I think I just don't want to. I don't want to waste on my. Remember, because I
It's
spent
plugged
about.
in your laptop, and then your laptop's plugged in, so you should be good.
I'm not worried about the electricity. I'm worried about the. Remember what happened with the Wi-Fi
charges.
charge I got last
Oh, he
week?
kicked out again.
Yeah, but that's hardwired, so it shouldn't do anything.
But this isn't hardwired. That's hardwired.
But why would you need the laptop if you have your phone?
I'm just trying to do that for electricity.
All right.
Does that not make any sense?
I don't know. These guys have good chemistry for
Absolutely.
not really being around each other. You know, they haven't really done too much together other than that stupid mixed tag match Wednesday night. But I mean,
But like you said, one's bigger than the other, and they've been telling a great story, even though. Like I haven't had
I
any
don't like
problems
that.
with this. Oh, he's doing his. Okay.
that's done too
Oh,
much as well.
He's got him in the choke. Is he going for a slam?
Sit out choke
Oh,
slam.
move. There's the roll up you're talking about. Oh, he rolled out of it. Nice.
What's the one I said would have a roll up?
This one.
This one?
You said
Yeah.
that. That's how you could see the finish happening. I was definitely in agreement with you. I could see that happening. Okay. What's
Or the
gonna
roll
happen?
up one too, I said was Kushida and Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, that one
But
too.
this one too, I can see having a roll up
Oh,
or
he's
some
got him?
type of.
Kick to the head.
Oh yeah, Alabama slam, or is he going to sit him out?
Alabama slammer.
It could be
Sit
that.
out choke slam. I love that.
Cover him.
Perfect.
Cover him.
His moveset is good. He's kicking out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All day. You seen the eyes wide open. You knew it.
Well, that and whenever they hook one leg like that,
Yeah.
it
But
just-
the eyes open tell me because they're watching the ref for that. So they
Usually-
kick out right before 3. Right then, you know that.
Oh yeah.
when they're, I hate when they do that. When they
It's
watch
like, yeah.
the ref's hand,
I can't.
it's so.
Too
I know
funny.
you need to see when the ref's hand is coming down, but
His Lamano.
I don't know. They got to find it.
What?
His Lamano. His Lamano.
Jesus.
Have you ever wore a sock on your Lamano?
Too funny. You're unbelievable. All right, he's going up to the top. What do we got there? The big man up there on the top, waiting.
Wisely rolled out of the way.
I know, like what? What are we doing here? We're just gonna. Oh, whoa!
I don't think-
Whoa.
Oh,
Whew.
Now, that was a good little spot. I like that.
Wow. Oh my God, that was great. That was great.
I don't think I hear Wade tonight either. Remember, he wasn't on the other night. Too?
Yeah, that's what I said. I wonder why.
I mean, he just signed a contract with them to be full-time with NXT. So, I mean.
That's what I'm saying. I know. What do we got going on? This guy's wearing a WrestleMania shirt.
Got the low
Kick.
blow in.
Oh,
This
and the
could be
refs-
it.
Is he going to be in there? Yep, there he is. He kicked out too. Wow. That's overdone, right? Yep, I knew you would agree with
The
me.
low blow should be the finish.
Yes. And then to look at, he's already
That's
halfway
back to
up.
the point I made earlier. The stuff that was a finish in the 80s and 90s is now just.
Well,
it's
that's what we were just talking
it's
about.
just another part of the match now,
Exactly.
and that's.
Yep.
Because that, as we said in the show before, it takes away the allure of the surprise.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no surprises anymore.
The surprise is when
there we
it's
go.
done right.
Yeah.
And face.
This could be it.
No, he's getting to that rope. Those
Got
long legs.
long legs.
I think if he rolls through, or one of
Oh,
those,
he pulled him back though.
he'll kick him off or something.
him
Oh, I thought he was going for the Cena move.
Senior or junior?
Little.
Well, even
He said
little.
little.
Yeah, we got 3 to choose from now. Oh, I'm awfully annoyed with technology right now. Even when it works, it's going to mess with me.
Yeah.
He got to the ropes
This is
again.
I feel like they're just going to milk this one out.
Well, it's already 24
No, I'm
minutes
saying
in.
the feud itself.
The feud, yeah, but the match too. 20, like you were saying, 24 already in. It's got to be getting over though pretty soon. A couple minutes in. How much longer? So I got to use the restroom. Look at that. Oh, you got Priest down there selling. You have
He's going to go
Gargano.
for that
Yep.
that DDT he does on the outside.
He sees the stairs, looking at him. What do
The
we got going on
DDT,
here?
or is he going to do a sunset flip onto it?
That, or he's going to flip him into. Let's see.
Maybe Beth
Or,
Phoenix
is he going to
will
super
go,
kick
"Ooh,"
him onto it?
Your favorite, Beth Phoenix.
Or even if she gets really worked up.
I'm trying to think of what. Oh, is he going to do that razor's edge onto it?
Something. I mean, they're set up perfect there for some.
He's going to
No
go over
way.
the top and land on the apron or something. He's going to super kick him, or he's going to like fall onto
Just
it.
fall right there.
How many forearms do
I
you have
know,
to hit
right?
him with to fall off the apron? Jeez. Oh, that was good. I like that. I don't think the spin needed to be. Oh, here we go. He's going to. Oh, that didn't even connect
Kick
at
right
all.
to
That
the-
was a bad camera angle.
Oh, that one did, though. That was good.
The second one was good, but the
Yeah.
first one, the camera angle did no justice for it. You could tell he blocked his foot and his chest. Oh.
Held him for the DDT. Held him.
He's got to hit that razor's. Oh, yeah. Bang.
Oh.
He's going to put his foot on the rope or something. No.
You know what? I have a backup idea.
Over. All right, folks, I'll be
1-0,
right
baby.
back. I will
wow.
be right back.
Everyone's doing
Everybody's
the run out.
leaving you. It's a good
Everybody's
thing you
doing
have
the
your
run out.
socks.
Yeah. All right. Well, wait, did you pick Priest?
Yes, I did.
All right. So we're both 1-0.
Connect 360 MMTV.
All right. Well, you guys can leave your comments of what you thought of that match.
We can't really read the comments,
yeah,
but
we
we
can't
still
read
like
them,
to see them.
But you guys can talk about it since we can't see it. But what did you guys think about the match? Did you think it was the right winner? Did you think it was a good match overall? I thought it was a very good opener. It was about 20, 25, which is about, I said before, is what all these matches are going to get. For tonight is about 20, 25. It'll probably be over 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Kevin's waiting for you.
Kevin's waiting for us at Parts Unknown.
That's what you call passive aggressive.
Yeah. But what'd you think of that match for what you saw?
From what I saw, not too bad. I wish I could have given it my complete attention, but as usual, in the life of Dan Marati, there's always too many things going on, even with 4 eyes.
I thought that was a very good match.
I do know I need a little bit of my boost oxygen once the camera is on me.
Maria and the Guardian of Chaos have donated so far.
Well, you know what? They're wonderful human beings. like all of our great fans are, but they're exceptionally wonderful.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what match would be next. I think Cruiserweight, maybe they do the Candice LeRae and Io Shirai matchup next to have Johnny lose and then Candice lose. I don't know. I got to write mine down so I don't I'm just writing down my
Yeah, do it
He's
up.
writing them all. He's stealing your paper, little Sam. That
I'm
T-shirt
back.
right
I'm
now,
back.
folks. Now that you see Undisputed Era, the T-shirt is available right now
Right here.
on
I
the
got it on.
special fundraiser we have going on bostonwrestling.com/shirts.html for the same
There you go.
prices you pay on a WWEshop.com T-shirt. You get not only the shirt, but you get a mystery autograph photo,
Nice.
a WWE cup, and an on-air shout-out from WWE Hall of Famer Mr. USA Tony Atlas. Plus, you help us keep the lights on. You help keep the professional wrestling legends working. The holiday season is coming. What a great way to give a bundle of joy to the joys in your life with a T-shirt, a cup, a mystery autograph photo, and an on-air shout-out from the Hall of Famer Tony Atlas that'll be available online for a lifetime unless YouTube decides to close down.
The way they're doing this Kushida thing,
Yeah.
because we're talking about TakeOver now, since the match is coming up. The
Yeah.
way they're doing it is like they're trying to like build him up for like some big title run. It's like with all these promotional videos and stuff like that, and they're doing like 2 or 3 of them a night. You know, like before and after his matches. I don't know. I picked Dream to win this match, but now that they're showing this, I don't know.
I wonder if we'll be
I do
seeing
too.
hashtag Fire Velveteen Dream
Do you
tonight.
still, who do you have? Dream still?
Yeah, I
Who do you
took
have
Dream.
winning this match?
This one, I think with all the negativity around Dream, I would have Kushida go over just to keep people happy.
I don't know. I don't know. The bell hasn't rang yet, but I don't know.
You still
hate-
have time to change your mind, I guess.
I know. I kind of want to pick Kushida because the past couple weeks they've had him, you know, just not run through people, but they've showcased him well. I just think if you're going to do that over a couple weeks and randomly have him face Dream, I think they're going to do it to put Kushida over
Problem you
more.
have with Dream right now.
Well,
is
now,
he-
like they just showed that, like we were just saying, Kushida could be the pick.
Because if you're going to showcase him like that, you know, and you're going to show Dream as like because Dream can take the loss. He's been on NXT for so long.
he can take more than the loss.
That's
but,
right.
you know.
I hear you on that.
But I'm saying is he's the type of guy that if you're gonna have Kushida beat someone on the roster to put him over more,
Would be Velveteen Dream.
would be Velveteen Dream.
Because
You
the
know,
name already is a name.
or someone like Johnny Gargano or
Yeah.
you know, like Adam Cole, Finn Balor. Those type of guys can take losses in NXT. And
One thing we do know, it's going to be a hell of a match. They both can go. It should be great.
Now, see, I don't like Velveteen Dream personally, but even in his wrestling, I think he has great charisma. But I think he's very awkward in the ring sometimes.
You think so?
I do. Like
But
his
I think with
punches look
Kushida, it could
ridiculous, and
be Kushida's great, and I think
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream. I think it could be, you know, best of both worlds, like you just said.
a man that's been in your car.
Yes.
Luckily, he didn't think you were a
Right.
under 18. Or you
Let's
might
not
have been
go
in
there.
trouble that
But
night.
Leo was too. Remember?
And newcomer to NXT, Anthony Green, all on the same
there you
night.
go.
Remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. That was a good night.
And Oscar sat
Remember, he was
behind
worried.
us.
Remember, your boy Patrick. Well, Velveteen was worried that he was going to be known from the Tough Enough. And
Yeah,
nobody.
he was
What is
nobody knew
Dream
who he
doing?
was.
disturbed all night.
Yeah, he was worried.
He's taking some pictures for Instagram, I guess.
Yes. Look at this.
I don't know.
entrance.
I have a feeling that they're gonna have Kushida, you know, showcase well here. What ring gear is he? He's another one that likes to put. Oh, is it like? Oh, it's Back to the Future.
That's all you, man. I don't know.
How
Nothing
do you
about
know
this
that's
stuff.
Back to the
I don't know
Future?
nothing
I-
about
See his
this.
goggles?
No. Oh, in his head, you mean?
It almost looks like.
Kind of blends in with.
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
that's
It's supposed to be.
Is that
Doc-
Rick and Morty?
Doc
Have you seen
Brown?
Rick? It's either. I don't know.
This is all you. I don't know about
Hang
that
on.
kind
I
of stuff.
gotta
Have to
look up
call
Rick and
our
Morty.
studio director about that. I'm sure he could fill us in on the Back to the Future garb that Velveteen has on.
Yes, definitely.
It might be Rick and Morty.
What, you can't get connected to the,
I don't know.
Can't get the computer.
the internet to here?
I can't get a Wi-Fi signal on the laptop.
Why? Isn't it?
I don't know.
That's messed up.
And my phone is kind of small, believe it or not. Look at
know.
all these messages I've got to
You
catch
can't
up
just
on.
keep, because you don't have free data, right?
No, that's why it costs so much
That's
money.
Look at this.
Look at Kushida going
What
to
did I
town.
say?
town.
They're gonna-
Yeah.
It's. I knew something was going to happen where they were going to have this go longer. But see how his hair is white? That's why I think it's Back to the Future with Doc.
Yeah, absolutely. You could totally be right. I bet they said it too. One of those guys said it on the commentator.
Because he's one of the guys that he puts
See, if we could read the comments, I bet they would tell us right away.
he puts thought into his ring gear and stuff like
Right.
that. He's one of those people that
Major data overage. You're right about that, Kevin.
is this going to start? Oh, all the refs in there now, but
He's got the chair.
I don't know. I think
What's
this-
with the yellow gloves? Is that something that he had too?
they have caution on him. I don't know. It's just
Caution.
Maybe he's just a scientist or something. I can't really
Well,
see.
Doc
Someone
Brown
probably
was a
knows in the
scientist,
comments, but we
yeah.
can't see.
There it is. There's the bell. Now we're ready. Clear the
Oh, all right.
garbage out of there.
This was one of the ones I thought was going to have a weird ending, and we'll see a rematch on NXT TV later on. But
They're ready though. Look at this. Wrestling him to the ground. Kushida is one of the best, though, definitely.
oh no, wait. Doesn't Kushida have that the Marty McFly? He comes out with that type of jacket or something like that.
Maybe it's
that's-
got
yeah.
a rib on him.
Because
yeah.
look at the
Very
shoes he's wearing
observant.
too.
Are you being?
No, being serious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and look at the shoes he's wearing.
That's what I'm saying. And the jeans like that is what Marty wore in the.
So that's
movie.
right. So maybe he's being the what'd you call him?
But
The doc?
it's weird. Doc
Yeah.
is friends with Marty. I don't know. Maybe it's just
instead of talking about we had
Maybe what we'll do is I'm going to shut this down for now to save my sanity.
okay.
And in between matches, I'll go into the other room and I can respond to the messages and give you guys a little break.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm trying to think of something that'll work.
Yeah,
Or you could,
absolutely.
if in the other room, if you could just send me pictures or text me what people said.
Yeah, I'll do that too. That'll only take a little bit more time, but as long
No,
as
but how would you tell us what people said?
you'd have to listen to me very. I'll have to talk very loud. All right, let's see.
We probably won't hear that, but if he didn't have the white hair, I wouldn't think it was Doc. But
Exactly.
whatever.
You know what? I give tonight an 8 out of 10 so far on the technology point of view.
There's a
There we go.
massive fight in the Giants and Rams game.
Wow, look at you going double dipping, football and wrestling again.
Even though I'm
Velveteen has been known to double dip, but that's
Yes.
all right. Now, I have here my good friends from Boost Oxygen. They said, Dan Marati, if any human being on the planet needs a boost, and maybe even a little bit more oxygen, it is you. Now, what is the proper way to apply the Boost Oxygen?
put it up to your mouth. You want the trigger like that, and then
Like Trigger Tray?
trigger tray. There
If
you
you're
go.
watching Trigger Tray, this one's for you, brother. It's not your gimmick, though. All right. Now, what do I do?
Press the trigger. Suck it in, baby. Suck it in. All right. Jesus Christ. Breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me to exhale. Should
How
I
do
do it again?
I'll take
How
a guess.
long do I press it for?
Just it's like 2 seconds. Not-
2 seconds, then
it's
let
just a
go.
little- it's
So
like
I go.
It's just a hit. It's like
So
you
I
gotta
go.
Bring it
I have
in.
no
Bring it
idea
into
what
those
this
lungs,
is.
baby.
So you tell me when to breathe out, then. All right.
But you breathe on your own. It's just
No,
however
I
you
understand that, but I mean,
feel. Just go at your own pace.
well, I'm not sure what I'm
He
not
doesn't
sure
know
what
the
the pace
pace.
should be.
I don't know
was
what your
like
breathing
Velveteen the
pace
first
is.
time. All right, so I'm going to press. So when I breathe the button, do I inhale the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And then how long should I hold it before I let it go?
Just
like a cycle, you know?
yeah. You know, like yoga.
Yeah, I get you.
You can breathe out.
What is that known for? I
now,
didn't
what
know
should
nothing about
explain? What
Well, you could read it.
95% pure?
It's 95% pure oxygen. There's different aromas.
And this
Grapefruit,
is-
menthol,
what do I have
eucalyptus,
here?
peppermint. Yeah. My mother works there mostly, but
Now,
if
this
you
is the
want some, I can
medium-sized
get
container.
I don't
that's a
even know
medium.
what it
There's the
is.
large, the medium, and the pocket.
This is good for aerobic performance.
it. So what's it do?
I don't know if I'm
technically,
gonna need
what's
it for
good
that,
for?
It's like supplemental oxygen. So like when you go
Oh.
hiking, when you work out,
So if you
and
need a
stuff
little,
like that.
okay.
Smokers and drinkers use it too
Oh,
because
shit.
they need more oxygen as well.
No, the drunks out there, the
Yeah.
boost is great for them.
There
They
you
they
go.
need a boost too. All the college kids who go out and party, they can
Boom.
go get that too.
Boost. Don't forget about
And
it.
the The athletes use it too. They buy it right from us.
Really?
Yeah, we were
Never heard of it.
We
It's
were
great for aerobic performance, recharge and recover,
Oh, what about going to the gym?
altitude,
That's at the Stanley Cup.
poor air quality.
Lightning use. I don't remember that.
They
So
buy
if
it
you're-
directly from us.
If you're
Yeah,
ever
that's
in
cool.
Colorado, I
Lightning,
guess
you
this
should
is
get me
going to be
some.
great.
Why don't you hook me up with some Lightning players autographs? Come on, they're
Yeah.
buying it from you. Come on,
That's upside down, but
come on, get me Victor Hedman.
Well, it said it was good
All right,
for
well, we gotta-
101-second presses.
So right now we got.
I've been
Kushida.
holding on for about 15 seconds of press.
That's why I
Let's
told
go
you.
back to the.
I got to
match.
slow it down.
All
a
right.
And then
little.
as soon as he
Yeah,
opened
big
it, he
forearms
goes,
to the neck.
is there
chest
anything in
area.
this?
Sheeta's in the corner. Velveteen's getting ready. What's he gonna do here?
Mm. Kushida may not want
Bronco
to know. Now
Buster. That's your
it's one of his
favorite move
favorites
that
back
he
at the
does.
hotel.
Too much. Ah. Let's see here.
When he stays away from the punches,
Yeah,
And the
he's
kids.
much more impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
The punches and the kids.
Well, he should always stay away from the kids. yeah.
Yes, I totally agree with that.
He doesn't do well with either.
It's definitely been a slow.
Have you
build
seen
so
the show
far.
Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Yes,
We were on that too.
Really?
Yeah. It was actually a year ago in October.
Who was on it? Like somebody from your company?
The two bosses, the two head
Oh,
honchos.
wow. Oh, okay.
The Vince McMahon and Triple H of the company.
Did
Nice.
Barbara
Ooh, right into a
Cork and
friggin'
offer a little
sleepover. Look at this.
fellatio?
No,
No.
no, it's Mr. Wonderful.
He bought into it.
Yeah.
Mark
No,
Cuban
he's-
in?
No.
He's not the real
He's
Mr.
known
Wonderful.
for not being so
Did
nice.
anybody buy into your product though?
Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, I think it was me. I don't know. I don't watch show. I just know of it.
okay.
So
I just
Mr.
know he's
Wonderful
on
is
it.
in on Boost Oxygen, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm impressed by that.
Is the company do well? Yeah. Like I said, I've never heard it, but now that I see the people that have
It's
done it,
crazy.
cool. Monster.
Now,
Come
when-
on, Monster. You need to sponsor this guy right here. He's drinking them all the time.
I
If
may
you
be
see
a
this-
monster, but I need to drink it too.
Yes.
Well, you find
Now,
out
in
the hard
theory,
way.
what should be happening to me? Should I be breathing better tonight, or
You just feel better after. It's when you're working out, especially I
No,
go to the
I
gym.
don't do a lot of that.
They require you have to wear the mask in the gym. So I bring that
I could see that being helpful.
and it helps out. Even when I'll go for walks or hikes and it just helps.
Well, when
when
I go to the gym, I wear my mask the whole time. So it's definitely, I got to try that. You got to get me some of that. Let me try a little can of that while I'm
Now,
working out.
Where can the fans at home get this? It boosts oxygen.com, I
you
imagine.
can get it on
would be-
Amazon too.
And
It's
Amazon.
Through Amazon. It's in different Dick's Sporting Goods,
Oh, yeah, the website's right there.
different hunting stores and stuff
Okay.
like that.
My assumption would
Cabela's.
be if the folks get it directly at boostoxygen.com, though, it would be better for the company where they don't have to give a little cut
Yeah,
to
like you and the
Amazon.
eBay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're a wise guy. My good friend Nancy, I'm sure, who is responsible for Boost. Maybe if I use this a few more times, she won't think I look as old, apparently, as I do. Nancy thought I was ready to jump out in the recycling bin when she tuned into one of the watch-alongs, but that's all
She's
right. I take
watching
no
right now.
offense. Poor Nancy, if she ever knew what this body went through when I was blown up, hit by some
She
loser
was
drunk driver, she'd understand I need a lot more than this kid.
That's a good one.
I could look like one of the characters
Kicks
at
to
the end of
chest, face
Beetlejuice.
area. Putting them out.
Now, I don't like the guys wrestling in jeans, and here you have two of them.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a street fight.
I was just going to say that. It's almost like a street fight.
But Kushida usually, it's weird. Sometimes he'll wear those Marty McFly type of outfits, and then sometimes he goes back to what he wore over in Japan. But even Dream, he switches up what he wears constantly. Like you see him,
Oh yeah, he's definitely got
he spray
different gear
paints
for-
his pants. You ever see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Those
you're
ones
talking
where
about,
he
yeah.
spray paints, and then he has the ones. He'll do the tights. Sometimes he does the jeans. He's one of the people I've never seen him wear the same ring gear twice.
Well, I'll give that,
No.
as much as I don't like him personally, he's a creative guy.
Absolutely. Right to the oof, shoulder right to the post.
This match is good.
Ooh, he missed. Wait a minute. Oh, okay.
I think
okay.
he was going for the hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he was going for his, he went for the hand. You're right.
Fans, we certainly hope you're enjoying the experience tonight on the watch along at 10 o'clock. Since it is the month of October with that Hellacious super kick. We're going to have a special PSA from our late friend, the dear Paul Bearer, talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You won't want to miss that. Great for all the ladies to have themselves checked out regularly. It took Paul Bearer's wife. I know you're a man that's always ready to volunteer to help the cause, Dave. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely should tune into that after this at 10 p.m. like Dan said for that.
Now, this is a great spot after how he just worked the arm over, running it into the pole over and over again. I like this.
Working it to now he's outside the ring. See, pull him through.
So see those? Come on.
Yeah, that's
Come on.
terrible. Shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It's going to be tough on nights like this to pick a match of the night. I mean, the opening match was good. This one's good, but not as good.
Powerbomb.
I don't know if you call it a sit out. He's
got him an armbar.
With that arm again.
Now,
The
Dream
left
would
Dream
just
arm.
sell
looks
it.
like he stuck a fork in an outlet.
Mhm.
Oh, he stuck something somewhere else. But as you say, different story for a different day.
Different
But,
strokes for different
A
folks,
lot of
right?
well,
sticking.
he likes different strokes, but
Not the well, he likes different folks then too, right?
The best part about this is that I can just barely make out Beth Phoenix's voice.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because I know you do her interpretation. No.
I just can't stand it. It makes me want to watch AEW more every time she speaks.
Really?
It's that bad.
Not me.
That and that they have to have 3 or
Some
4 women's
AEW is
matches
good,
a
but
week.
most of
on.
it's just like, I don't know.
As I've said before, I'll say it again. There's usually 1 or 2 really good segments a week on AEW,
exactly.
and the rest of it I wouldn't even put on national television.
That's what I mean.
did you guys notice they have fake ring announcers at ringside?
Who?
Those aren't the real announcers. The only one is Vic Joseph. The other 2 aren't announcing. Those are random people at ringside. Those are gimmick announcers. Beth isn't there, and Wade's not there.
Is Wade Barrett on the show?
I can't hear him.
That's what I'm
even
saying.
tell.
I can't.
But the
hear
2
him
that are beside him aren't announcing. They're just there for effect.
really
Yeah.
good eyes.
I wouldn't say they're there for effect. A lot of the times, if you watch some of the old pay-per-views, they'd have almost production hands with them helping. So I imagine, well, maybe they are pot decoration. They're there feeding Vic whatever information it is he may need.
Oh, well, that too. I'm just
But
saying they're
good
there
eye to
for
pick it up that you even
Yeah,
noticed
I didn't even
it,
notice that. Good job.
because the
That's
girl
been
with
a
the red
long
hair.
time.
I'll tell you, that's not Beth Phoenix.
No, well, you know what I
She
noticed?
does the commentary from home, so I'm guessing she's mocking as Beth. Because you got to remember, this is their first night on pay-per-view too, so they're probably trying to, because say non-fans, I don't know why they'd buy a random wrestling show, but I'm saying just in case, whatever.
I wonder how the numbers will be on pay-per-view for this.
Oh, I'm sure almost non-existent.
Yeah,
Existent,
that's
yeah.
why I said.
Well,
yeah.
that's
I
what
didn't
I'm
even
saying.
know it was on pay-per-view
I didn't
until he
either,
told
until
me
he
this
told
morning.
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, like I said earlier tonight when we were talking in the studio, it's almost like free money.
It's true.
You know.
Anything that's extra, yeah.
Oh, and those virtual
nice.
fans are
Good move
gimmicks
there.
too, because they never announced an open thing
I
to go
didn't
in,
look.
to
I
go
don't
into
know.
the Thunderdome.
I didn't see
Those
it,
are
at
little
least.
fan clips they picked out of.
But you know what, guys? I was in the Thunderdome for SmackDown for
Oh,
about an
shit.
hour
This
on
week?
Friday night. Yes, I
How much
was.
you
He
pay
didn't
for that
wave to
ticket?
me.
Oh, nothing. It was completely free. But I got the link, the call time. I went in. I was in for about an hour, and then I left my seat for about a minute, and they
You did.
kicked me off.
Bye-bye.
And I was
Almost like
gone.
when I get up from here.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd like to see John Cena Sr. try and wear his hair like Kushida.
I don't think he'd.
Speaking of that clip you sent me was hilarious.
You like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Halloween Horror Nights?
No.
Oh, he
No.
tapped out.
Oh,
Kushida
wow.
won. Wow.
I'm not surprised from the build-up.
Look at that.
That's what I said before. The build has been with Kushida winning. I wish I switched before the bell rang, but
Yeah.
The
So
Fire
we were
Velveteen Dreamers are happy tonight, baby.
everyone got that one wrong. So everyone's 1-1.
Yep.
Oh no, wait. Did you say Kushida or Dream?
I said Kushida,
Kushida,
and I don't
yeah.
think I had a prediction for the first one. I wasn't paying attention.
Who would you have picked anyway?
I thought it would have been, if Priest was getting called up, I thought Gargano.
No, I'm saying before. Like take all the if, whats, and nots, all that stuff.
I would say Priest where he was the newer champion.
Okay.
So I guess I'm kind of 2-0, but not really.
We'll just put you 2-0.
We'll take it. Doc Brown, you got to get back into the
2,
DeLorean, baby. You're done.
1,
You're done.
1. So me and you are 1-1. He's 2-0.
I thought he was attacking him after the match. I was like, why is he attacking him?
Let's see if I can get any intel from our great fans over on.
I can't believe the computer's not
YouTube.
working tonight.
No, I'm not, but
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you tell me there's always problem. Oh, look at this. Attacking him after the match, too. Sheeta going after him.
oh wait, live chat. Fans, I'm going to try and catch up with you.
Did Kushida attack him?
No, he's attacking him, putting him back in the armbar.
Steve
Look at
That's
Urkel.
what I said. Did Kushida attack Dream?
this. Yeah,
Why?
probably just really put.
Steve Urkel has joined us tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
The actual Steve Urkel from Family
Yeah.
Matters?
I don't know if it's the real one, but
Wow.
Rick B says I look a little bit like the Butcher from AEW. I've never heard that one.
Oh, shit.
Kevin said, Dan, you're handsome, buddy. Well, I don't
Oh,
hear that
wow.
very
Look at
often.
that. Good job. See that?
Hakami has joined us. Little talk about, well,
I think Emily said you're handsome.
Emily. Who's
Yeah,
Emily?
she said you're handsome.
Who's
Who's
Emily?
You know Emily.
Emily?
She puts you over.
Emily?
Yeah.
Who's Emily?
I don't know.
Am I missing something?
She's a top carder.
Top guy.
She's top of the
This
main
is a
eventer.
joke that's gone over my head, I think.
Yeah.
Emily. Emily, if you're watching, I apologize.
Yeah, see? Look at this person tweeted. More shot Kushida's attacking him after the match as well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, why would Kushida attack him after he just beat him and he was going in as
Maybe
the
he's
face?
turning heel.
Mhm.
Trying to get Dream back on top. I don't know.
I could see if Dream went to go shake his hand and then he grabbed his arm or something
Yeah.
like that. That would be kind of
Battleground.
that's the
Or
I'll
Elite
be
figure.
doing
Yeah, the elite.
Even
advertising
though they
that
have
game
the
quite a bit.
Boom.
it's crazy. They show all these action figures off.
No, this isn't the video game. Those are action
No, these, yeah,
figures.
we said
But
with
the thing
elite.
is, they show off all these action figures, and then you go into the store and they have like the same two. How many times do we go into Walmart or Target and it's the same 2 or 3 people?
Whoa.
I'm ready
Halloween
to cover my
Havoc.
eyes at this point.
They're going to announce Halloween Havoc. Yep.
Yeah.
NXT
exactly.
Halloween Havoc.
When is this?
October
Is
28th.
another one? No, that's in the middle of the week.
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
regular
Wednesday.
TV show.
I
Oh, it's
told
a
you they were
special.
going to do Halloween Havoc, and gimmick announcers, baby. See, I'm on fire tonight, but
Vic Joseph is fired up, though. Look at
Well,
him.
that's a good way to put use of the name, I think.
Yeah.
remember I said that a few weeks ago they'll probably do it? Remember?
I would have liked to have seen it done tonight, but I guess it was too early. At one point, wasn't
Ghost
this supposed
Energy.
to be November 8th?
Trying it right now.
No, that was Hell in a Cell. Remember Hell in a Cell got moved up?
Hell in a Cell was supposed to be November 1st.
I know that.
But wasn't this one supposed to be November 8th, the same weekend as whatever the next
Whoa.
AEW one is called?
don't
Or am I
think so.
remembering wrong?
That's unbelievable.
There might be another one. I don't know.
Well, the next takeover is December 6th, and we're going to have a legend in the studio with us for the next NXT takeover. What do you
Whoa.
think about that?
Who's it
Who
going
will
to
that
be?
be?
I cannot reveal that as of this moment, but
Hang on, but remember when I said they were going to do Halloween Havoc and you
Yes.
said they wouldn't? What? All right, predictions for this match. I have Scott. I think you said Escobar.
Yes.
Who do you have? He had Scott earlier.
As far as watching it week to week, it's a little difficult for me to say. I would, if it was me with the magic pencil, I would say Scott. I think that guy has a lot of upside. I don't think he comes across as very dangerous in his promos when he tries to be a little, tough guy. But as far as the in-ring talent goes, he's exceptional. I like Isaiah Scott. I'd book him.
Is he the legend?
No,
No.
he's
Oh,
certainly
okay.
not a legend.
I'm just trying to rule people out.
You can rule him out.
Yeah,
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
But I'm looking forward to it. I think the watch-alongs, we have a fun, and when you add a week of legends that'll be joining us as part of the 9th annual Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive the first week in December, culminating with NXT TakeOver. I guess math would tell me that's going to be TakeOver 32. I think that'll make it even more fun.
Not 33?
No, unless they
We're going to
really swerve me.
Unless they skip it, right? Uh-oh. This is very good from Ghost Energy. Sour watermelon warheads, brand new, just came out.
What
These
is
energy drinks.
Ghost?
Yeah, do not
That's
put
the
your
name
mouth
of the
on it. We have
brand?
Corona going on. Yeah, they make really good supplements.
Watch
That's
out for
something
the
company to do.
droplets.
That's
That's
more
right.
for
The
shit.
droplets.
No, it's good.
The
that
droplets.
Do you
smells.
like warheads? This is delicious, guys. Right here. You got to get you some.
He might like it, but I don't.
Wow.
I'm really hoping to have some information on yet another guest that
I
has
know.
nothing to do with the first week in December.
What's the comments like?
I can't even get into them. I'm going to
No.
have to go in the other room. Marty
Just do it,
Jannetty
sit
texted me something about, I have no idea what
I
this
wish I
is
knew how
all
to do it. I
about.
can't do nothing.
So Emily was out feeding her goats while I put her over, but
Who's that?
Oh, Emily is your friend from Connecticut,
yeah,
the Bozark.
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She was feeding her goats.
Well, the goat was here this afternoon.
She's got a farm in her backyard
You can imagine what's going on out there.
out in Shelton, Connecticut.
Well, Nancy better cover her ears.
What the hell are you watching?
I'm watching it because I have unlimited. I have unlimited data, so you can watch if you want.
Well, maybe you should do that. Just lower the volume.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'm sorry. I
And then
didn't know
we're
it was that loud. There we
perfect.
go,
Now we're perfect, baby.
Because I forgot.
All these
Matt
great.
is handsome. Dave is handsome. That's all
Who
I can
said
see.
that?
I don't know who that is. I'm just reading them as I go. Hello, Marty.
Oh, it's Maria.
Oh, there you go.
Maria.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Even though you didn't say I'm handsome, you remind me of a West Side Story. See,
Maria said, hello, Marty.
Marty. Did maybe Marty chimed
How do
in?
you get that out of here?
It should go away. Yeah, let me see.
Marty
Escobar.
Jannetty just
Someone's Will
texted me.
Cortez says Escobar. Yes.
Who do you
Lash,
guys
you,
got for picks? Before the bell rings or they don't count.
Wow, I love 20 minutes from Shelton. Where's the farm? I don't know what that means. That's you, buddy.
He just mentioned his Bozark lives on a farm in
Oh, okay,
Shelton,
okay.
Connecticut.
There we go. What do we got? So we got you both. I have Santos, and you both are on agreement with.
I'm a Scott guy.
So Scott, you both are going Scott.
I said Scott.
Yeah.
I just think the way that it's just the heel, he's been chasing after that title for a few months now. And it usually ends with the face ending up.
What a name though, Isaiah Swerve Scott. It's just I don't
Yeah.
know. What was
Also,
wrong with
happy-
Scott Strickland when he was at?
They didn't own that one. So,
So they had to change it to yeah,
to
I
keep
know.
it
It's just
simple.
like yeah.
Also, very happy to see my friend on screen, Zema Ion. I have no idea what his name is in WWE. Do you?
Wait, what was it?
Zema Ion, DJ Z from
DJ
TNA.
Z.
Yeah. What's his name in NXT?
Oh my god, I'm drawing a
He was
blank.
just out 2 seconds
Oh.
ago. Well, he's part of this faction.
Yeah, I'm not DJ.
And he
I'm
has
drawing a
gone
blank
through
right now.
some trials and tribulations in life. We attempted to book him not once, but twice here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation when he was with TNA. But
Your buddy,
I'm happy to see that he's doing so well now. He's a good egg.
your buddy Kevin Goosh in 1997. Who was more popular, NWO or DX?
In 97, NWO.
There you go.
The Guardian
No
of
doubt.
Chaos wants to know why you shaved your beard.
Me? Oh, I thought he was
It was
talking
time
about.
for a change. You know,
No.
that thing was big. It was because honestly, because my team, Tampa Bay Lightning, won the Stanley Cup, and I was growing it all throughout the season. And finally, they won. And I told
Joaquin Wild.
He's a wild guy.
Yeah.
Not to
There
be
you go.
confused with Joaquin Phoenix. I guess.
5'7",
there
180.
you go, buddy.
My beard was me too'd. I don't think I told you that, little Cena.
Really?
Yes, when I was at the salon, the ladies decided to take it upon themselves as I was draped with the cape,
Were you very
with my
upset with them?
hands covered. They decided to just go hog wild with the razor, and they went really low,
It
almost
was
like you were
Thunderdome.
when you were down in Tampa. But that's all right. You never saw the upstairs, just the downstairs.
That's right.
That's right. Maybe that was for the best. You never saw it without the gimmick.
No. Let's see here. All right.
So who did you say, Escobar or Scott?
He said Scott.
Scott.
I like Escobar. I like both. I mean, like I said when we were going over prediction, I would be mad if Strickland won. Well,
The
sorry,
fans
Scott.
are the true winners in this one.
I think even if Escobar wins, Scott will at some point take the title off of him. I don't like that right there.
Scott just isn't the type to me that should come across as trying to play a badass. I don't think it's believable, but it's just one man's opinion. He didn't ask me, believe it or not.
No.
Well, I would have told him, but he didn't ask. He didn't care. It's like dealing with Linda. Unless it's payday, she really has no interest in much of anything, I have to say.
That's no good. Big move on the outside. Oh, look at your gimmick girls back there again.
Looks kind of like Sasha Banks 5 or 6 years ago, hair color-wise.
When she was a face, and then she went heel and somehow changed the blue hair.
Speaking of that, what do you guys think? Well, I know what Dan thinks of that. I'm not even asking.
About what?
About what?
How about her? What do you call it? Coming out and,
Oh, about
John Bailey?
8 months ago or something?
No, right now on SmackDown this past week.
Oh, that
Nice
was
move. Whatever you
That
corkscrew something or other.
We need Mike Tenay. He would have been able to name
I
that.
think that Sasha cuts the same babyface promo about 4,832 times now. Likes to throw bitch in for emphasis every now and then.
You
as
love that.
The Prodigy alerted me to. But
That
what?
got you excited.
look at
What did I
that's
alert you to?
how Sasha added bitch to the end of the promo
Yeah.
for extra emphasis.
Did you like that?
No.
Okay.
Some
I
people
didn't
want to
think
know
so.
if we called each other before we got dressed today.
Well, that's what I'm talking
Really?
about. I thought the same shit because you're both wearing red. I'm over here wearing a regular shirt.
And the funny thing is, the shirt that he wore last week, I own the identical shirt. The same blue and white striped chap shirt.
What kind is that? Mine's Izod, I believe.
I think this is a chap.
Or no, this is polo.
Well, you're a big shot, brother. You got more money in the account than old Marty, baby. I had to spend
Is that
it all on the
Undisputed
Wi-Fi
Era?
last Sunday.
Absolutely. New one.
He's got
Betty
the
was
wrestling shirt.
Yes, sir.
He's
We're doing a
staying
watch along.
dedicated to the craft.
That's right. We're watching
Last
along.
week he
Maybe
had the
we'll support it.
McIntyre shirt.
That's right. You got to do your watch along. Oh, that's your favorite, right? Dan is being a blood today.
This
Ken
might end
terminated
before
by
9:30.
DQ.
There's only 2 more matches after this.
It's all right. We'll take it.
I'm fine with that.
As long as it's high quality wrestling, that's all
Absolutely.
that counts.
You don't need. It's not about the quantity.
I said that to you earlier. I said I'd rather have a shorter
on.
card, get good minutes, you know.
It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality.
I don't
And that's
know
what
if you
we're
were
talking
here,
about.
Dave, but I was saying earlier to Matt, I said one thing I used to enjoy about the old traditional in your houses were that they were only about an hour and 40 minutes up until 1997. Apparently he doesn't care, but that's all right. I feel like I'm at home.
I think so far the opening match is the best.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. You knew he was going with that.
Yeah. Would you think that as well? The
So
opening
far,
match?
yeah, absolutely.
I think the only
No,
I mean,
even though I don't like Velveteen, that was a good match too.
it was good, but I don't think it was as good. But then I think the only thing that can beat it, I don't think the women's match is going to beat it unless they have some crazy match. But I think the only thing that can beat it is Finn Balor and O'Reilly. But I think that'll be more technical mat-based wrestling than
I can't wait for that. That should be a good one.
I think that'll be more groundwork than it is, like Priest and Gargano that were like all over the place.
Right.
Especially like this match, it's high flying all over the place.
Fans at home, if you're chatting along with us, we are live, even if we're really not responding. We're having some more Wi-Fi issues here in this beautiful studio. At least the stream works, and at least we can watch the pay-per-view, which was the issue last week.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect science yet, but we're trying. If you knew how much the Wi-Fi cost me last week, you'd choke. That's why our good friends, I believe you said the Guardian and Maria helped us out tonight.
Yes.
Well, you know what? They're wonderful human beings. And
Perfect.
anyone can do so at any time because that little gray S button under the chat that stands for Super Chat is open and available now.
I absolutely do. Ken Terminator by DQ. I absolutely do think Joey Styles would know as well.
No what?
The corkscrew move.
Oh, him Excalibur. They know like
Right.
it's crazy.
Well, because they know all that
and
wrestling.
then you get to Michael Cole. He goes, "Wow, look at that move!" Jesus, he doesn't know what any move is. Even some of the finishing moves that some people hit, he doesn't even know what they call them. He goes, he hits him with the big maneuver, and it's like, oh, it's like you don't even know the name of his finishing move.
We are sizing him up. Escobar double knees to the chest.
Escobar has impressed me tonight.
He is. He's very good. You haven't seen much of him?
I think this is maybe the longest match I've seen.
Okay.
I liked him under a mask. I know that.
I was just going to say that too.
Wow, they used the term Frankensteiner. I like it.
He dropped that elbow like The Rock. Did you see that? The way he came down perfect like the people's elbow.
Call that the Amigo's elbow.
Yes, there you go. So after this, we don't have a watch along for till the 24th, huh?
24th, big doubleheader weekend, kid.
Yes.
24th,
25th.
TNA or Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory, which Mr. Sacco may not be here for. And then on the 25th, it'll be a night of hell, Hell in a Cell, live.
It's TBA, Tony B. Atlas.
Wim is still trying to figure that one out.
You guys are crazy.
In addition to that, I'm still hoping to have an announcement for that week on someone else joining us. And he's driving me crazy. If he's watching tonight, I'm waiting for you, brother.
Surprised no one's mentioned my socks yet in the chat.
No.
I don't know if the camera's kind of on them.
Pick it up for a second. Pick your foot up. Let them see them. They want it. All these are regulars, right? Pretty much in here.
Cool.
In the regular chat.
Oh, yeah.
So pick them up. They'll want to see it for sure.
Oh, they know the socks.
Did I say it? Going to town, baby.
Lighten them up. Oh.
Discus lariat.
Definitely good action in this match. Both guys.
Yeah.
Great.
I wouldn't really call this a sleeper match of the night because these guys are both great wrestlers.
I was looking forward to this match
$4.99. What is that?
on the lineup.
$4.99 where?
Oh, someone was just kind enough to help the cause.
Smokey.
Hey, you should be looking.
Smokey?
You need.
Are you talking about the artist formerly known as Tania?
Sorry, I don't mean to
Or
take away, but he
Tina?
knows what's going on.
Or
I don't
Smokey?
have no clue. I just
Or sometimes erroneously called
Oh, no, I know the
Stoney.
chats because I do it with them.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I have
You're
no idea. So
wonderful
one of you
too,
guys got to
baby.
see it because I have no idea. I'm just,
Without you guys helping, we can't do these shows. Without you guys, the individual I'm texting, I'll go as far as to say that it is a man that I'm texting,
Flatlining.
may not be able to be with us in
1,
the end of October.
2. Wow.
And I want him here.
Is that cut? Are we done?
No,
Oh, okay.
just with Abe, brother.
can you see?
I can, well,
Okay.
no, not really, a little bit.
Do you want
a
me to
little
turn them
bit.
on to you? You pay attention because you're the one who's do the shut-ups and stuff.
Glantz for Mayor 2020. Let me tell you something, Rick B. Glantz is still amongst the missing.
He got impeached.
Glantz could be here tonight. I don't know. Maybe Glantz went the Leon White route, as we were talking about.
Jesus.
Well, we were talking about that during we're going to have a special watch along for you guys late night, Saturday, October 24th, to get you ready for Hell in a Cell. We're going to go back to the very first WWF
1, 2.
Hell in a Cell match from Bad Blood 1997. You guys can watch Bad Blood in your house on WWE Network. Matt and I did a watch along for the whole show.
More
We
me,
had a
but-
lot of fun. What's that?
I said more me.
Well,
1.
Dan, that guy mentioned that Michael Cole didn't know any moves. What about Vince? He didn't know any moves either. Well, you know what, Ken? That's a very good point. Vince was always what a maneuver type
Yeah, I
guy,
know.
but he had more authority in his voice when he did it.
Absolutely.
Vince at least sounded like he knew what he was watching and knew what he was
Totally agree
talking
with that.
about,
Absolutely.
as opposed to a guy that's being told what to say through a headset. Does that make any sense, at least? Even
I
if
do.
we maybe don't agree? I don't know.
I totally agree with you because watching it, you never thought about it like that because what you said, he had the authority and the voice that you never thought about it like that. With Cole, it just comes off, and I understand what you're saying too.
Unnatural.
It's all robotic. At least Vince had a little comedy. He had a little, like, I guess you could say edgy side when it came to commentary and stuff like that. But it's just cold. I don't know. Me and him say it all that. He's not that good.
No.
For being
He's
with
more of a
WWE
promoter.
for
23 years.
23
there is no
years.
credibility.
No, he's just a good promoter. Like, he promotes the matches good, but for him, when he comes
Good
out like the audience,
voiceovers. He does good
Yeah.
sit-down interviews.
the build up to it. But,
But
when it comes
As
to a
far
straight
as
match,
the matches and this is an interesting spot.
wow.
Shane.
Well, they caught him almost a little too good.
Oh, they were supposed to catch him?
I don't know.
Oh,
he's like, I don't know.
Who's this?
I don't know. I
is that
can't.
Jimmy Uso?
Jesus Christ.
Who
I
is that?
spit my drink. I can't see the face. I haven't put it in yet.
I have
It's
no
that
idea.
guy.
Who is this? I'm trying to listen to the commentary. I have no idea who this is.
Anybody tell us
They're
in
not
the
even
chat?
showing him.
You guys can tell us in the chat. That'd be great because we can't hear.
Ashante Adonis.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorites.
I have no idea who that is.
Not to be confused with Adrian Adonis.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like that spot right there. That
Big
was
time.
good.
Yep.
Oh, I guess he's already been in WWE. 1, 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a kick out. Nice. I like that totally, like you said. That was nice. What a match.
Very good.
We should chat NXT.
No, you can do that
There
for
you
me.
go. I know.
I may need another boost from my good friends at Boost Oxygen. BoostOxygen.com. They're keeping Dan Marty breathing on a very stressful night
There
here
you
at
go.
NWF Studios.
If you're going to kick out of his two big moves, you got to win at that point. You know what I mean?
You have to, or it just doesn't make a heck of a
Because
lot
why
of
would you have him
sense.
kick out of his two big
It's true.
moves and then have him not win? You know what I mean?
Snap
Oh, he's going for the
suplex.
Eddie?
Oh, that
Three
Three
Amigos.
Amigos. Here we go.
I think that should be limited to one wrestler in the company.
Yes.
You know, that's
I
just
totally
me.
agree.
Not every Spanish wrestler should do this.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. And you got him.
Is he going to go for the frog splash now?
If I wanted to be creative, you know how I would have ended it? I would have done the two snaps and then ended the third one with the Mr. Perfect like fisherman suplex.
Yeah.
Do something a little different. No,
Oh,
that frog wasn't leaping. I
No.
don't know
not
what
at
was
all.
going on with that one.
because he was thinking in his mind, he knew he was supposed to miss, so he was overthinking it. Yeah.
He
I'm with you
probably
on that.
thought in his mind, you know what? I should have tried to hit the perfect flex.
Yep.
That's what he was thinking.
There you go. Oh,
I like that because it looks worse than it is to take.
He was overthinking that spot in his head. He knew he was going to miss it, so it was just, here we go, bang, that's it. Or
Maybe not. He knows he needs to add just a little bit more to finish him off tonight at the Capitol Center Arena.
oh, it's over.
here we go, that's it. Uno, dos.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Too much.
They're
Look at
trying to
him.
make this match.
Scott is upset about that.
Not every match can be a WrestleMania type finale.
Right.
And that's done too often on regular pay-per-views
Especially
and
NXT.
even TV shows now. Yeah.
NXT does it a
They
lot.
go for too many 2 and 15, 16
Every
type
how
finishes.
many
thing
near pins
is-
do you
is-
see on NXT? You know what I
The
mean?
thing is, NXT, the matches are amazing, but it all starts to blend
yeah,
into
that's
each other when they're all kind of the same. You know what I mean?
Oh, wait, someone under the ring? No, he just got his leg on.
Maybe it's Sergeant Slaughter.
He's still trying to figure out who was under the ring at Bad Blood 97 with his little flashlight that he got it cowled on.
That you can barely see. Oh, they're doing the apron thing again. What did we say before with the
Too
apron?
much.
It's too much.
Yep.
Oh, he missed that. Wow. He was about 2 feet short of that one. He thought he was a little bit closer to the post, and
He
He
if he
undershot-
was supposed to hit the post,
He missed it.
He really
completely.
missed
I was gonna say.
he was supposed to hit the post because he saw him falling back. He was looking. I don't think he's. Is he gonna hit it?
Oh. Is it over?
that was the double underhook right there. Stick a fork in Isaiah Scott Thomas or Isaiah
That
Swerve
was-
Scott.
See, I
What's
knew
his
it. I
name?
How
just-
is that a finisher? You pick him up and you drop him up.
I knew it.
The fans are in shock. I'm in shock.
I knew it.
But I thought it was a really good match.
I'm
I
in shock
enjoyed it.
too.
It was
So
a
much
good
I have
match.
to use the restroom.
I
He's
just.
got the mileage and anything
I think.
going tonight.
I think they'll have a rematch, and Scott will take it.
Fans, I want to know what you thought. Lawson still wants Dan Spivey and Dan Marty on pay-per-view. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to steal his phone for a minute so it's a little easier for me to read. If you guys have anything interesting to say, now's the time. Dan, who is your favorite WWE diva in the 90s? And I would like to see Butch Reed on the podcast. Well, Kevin, that's an interesting one. I haven't heard many requests for Butch Reed. My favorite diva of the 90s, out of all of them, or ones that wrestled in particular, I'd have to say Sable. Sable, I don't know if you've ever heard my Brock Lesnar story, how I was assaulted by Brock in a turnstile at the hotel where the WWE Hall of Fame took place. But Sable, I have to say, is one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen in person. Not even from a sexiness factor, just a beautiful human being.
Do you think Scott will take the title down the line in a rematch? I still think they're going to face each other down the line.
Reed is busy running Netflix.
What?
Stuck in my closet. Butch Reed, is that who you're talking about? He has something to do with Netflix? Dan, remember when Vince called a Hurricane Rana? What a maneuver, Jesse. He called that for a lot of big moves. Larson likes Mickey James. All right. Ken, I tell you this, I do agree with you to some point as far as her television appearance, but if you ever saw her in person close up, it's the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. One man's opinion. Tina likes that Matt and I are matching tonight. Maybe We're going to go out on a double date with you and Maria. You never know. Oof. Don't tell Linda. Or that Bozak in Shelton, Connecticut on the farm. Neither one of them can know. We also want to send out some positive thoughts to our friend Tom, who is hospitalized in Salem, Massachusetts right now. He's doing a little bit better, and we want to see him improve even more as we see this. Another plug for these very cool-looking WWE Elite action figures.
Even though they only have about...
They're hard to come by. They're so well
Someone
loved.
just gave you some more.
Oh, wait a minute. Slick Rick B, baby. The Data Fund. See, you knew my pain last week, brother. When that Verizon bill comes this month, I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be screaming super chat out the window. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that ever so kindly. Tonight's theme song, Culture Head.
20. Dan and Matt are 20. Look at that.
Who's that? What's that now?
Maria.
What did Maria do?
Dan and Matt are twinning.
Twinning. Okay,
Yeah, twinning.
well.
There you go.
You know, maybe we should be more like WWE and go over what we're going to wear ahead of time. Believe it or not,
I'm the odd man out.
he's the odd man out. He is undisputed, though, to say the very least.
Yes. I guess I got to buy some polo. But see, I don't like them. No, I shouldn't say I
Missy
don't.
Hyatt, who's a crack chick, used to have a cute face and nice body. I think Missy Hyatt overdid it a little bit with the gimmick in the lips. You know what I mean? But in the mid-'80s, late 80s, beautiful woman. I've never met Missy in person.
We got the big
She's one of the
women's
few.
championship match.
Well,
coming
I'd
out.
rather see Missy Hyatt than these two. But,
You love it.
I remember, I don't know if the fans at home are familiar with this, Missy Hyatt scored a giant settlement from WCW when they decided to take a still shot from, I believe, the Fall Brawl 93 pay-per-view, and they created a giant poster of her exposed breasts and hung it in WCW headquarters. I don't know if you've ever heard that one.
No?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know who Missy Hyatt is, right?
course.
When she managed the Nasty Boys, I guess something happened when she came out of the ring and they were exposed, and they took that still image and they made a giant poster, almost like maybe not quite as big as Las Vegas behind us, but a very large poster of her breasts, and she got megabucks.
That's almost like the flight from San Francisco to Dallas.
Well, not quite. But fans, let me tell you this. If you have not seen Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty this past week, where Marty Jannetty talks about the true plane ride from hell in the WWF from about the year 1990 on a red eye from, I think, San Francisco to Dallas, you're doing yourself a disservice. It is one of the great stories that Marty has told, and Marty has told some very interesting stories so far on his Wrestling Insider series with us.
That one was probably the craziest.
Very happy to inform you that Marty is going to be coming back for not one, not two, but 3 big days of tapings in the month of November. Thanks to you guys. That's why we beg, we plead that you join the Patreon over at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling, where you get early ad-free access to all those Wrestling Insider episodes, where you can stream the Studio Shoot interview DVDs and keep the wrestling legends working. It's why we remind you with the holiday season coming. We have so much great merchandise over on eBay. And with those eBay purchases comes an on-air thank you from Santa himself, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. You get the graphic and the shout-out on Wrestling Insiders. It's why we continue to remind you if you have to wear clothes, which many of us do, and you need a brand new WWE t-shirt, forget about WWEshop.com. Head on over to bostonwrestling.com/shirts.html. For the price of a shirt on WWE Shop, you get not only the shirt, but you get a WWE cup, you get a mystery autograph photo, and you get an on-air shout-out again from Tony Atlas on Wrestling Insiders. And fans, if those things don't interest you, if you just want to be a kind, genuine human being like Rick, like Guardian, like Maria, like Stoney, the Super Chat, Smokey, sorry, see I caught myself. The Super Chat button is open tonight. We are LIVE live during NXT TakeOver to bring you some friendship, some companionship. Nobody's having pay-per-view parties like they used to anymore. So we're doing it here in the studio. Hit the button. If everybody watching even donated $1, we'd probably generate $6. But that's all right. You can go even higher if you want that. We got to keep the lights on. We got to keep the legends working because, again, Hell in a Cell Sunday, we're going to be announcing some heavy hitters that are going to be with us the first week in December. At least 4 brand new talents that have never been in this studio are going to be with us. None of them. 4, I'll take that surprise out right now. At least 4 brand new talents that have never been in this studio. We're going to be doing live episodes. We're going to be doing pre-taped episodes for the months to come. We're going to be doing live cyber autograph signings for the fans around the globe. And hopefully we can let a few fans in to meet them in person. So we're going to be having a lot of fun the first week in December, especially as we noted, Marty Jannetty, 3 big days in November. I am working on someone else brand new to be with us in the month of October in this studio. I am trying to do a lot to provide you fine folks great entertainment because we know you love it Tuesday night at 9 with Wrestling Insiders at your house with Tony Atlas. We know you love the no-holds-barred sex, drugs, and rock and roll stories with Marty Jannetty Thursday night at 9. And you know what? To top it off, for a man that knows a lot about a top on his Thunderdome, Friday nights at 10, it's John Cena Sr.'s Fabulous Fridays.
There we go.
And again, one more cheap plug as Io Shirai makes her way to the ring directly after Hell in a Cell, Sunday night, October the 25th. Beyond announcements, WWE Hall of Famer Brutus the Barber Beefcake back in the studio on Wrestling Insiders. Take it up to the ring, gentlemen.
All right, well, next up, we got Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae for the NXT Women's title. Since Johnny lost, I think Io Shirai is going to retain.
Yeah, I mean,
Johnny lost.
Yeah.
Got to make fun of his accent. What about you, Dan? That's the main thing.
In this one,
Yeah.
I go with Io. I like the long
You
title
said that
reign.
excited. You might be excited
No,
for this
I'm
match, huh?
definitely not excited
Oh,
about
okay.
that.
I thought you were. You
Yeah,
said it real
yeah.
exciting.
We're closer to the main event, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm also looking forward
Kevin.
to my good friend Kevin for a fine meal at TGI Fridays.
I don't know what that is, but
Possibly.
okay.
Possibly.
Possibly. All right. Possibly.
We might go next
No,
door.
I want to
tonight.
know what the lady, what are the, who do you guys get? Io or, what's the other one's name?
I don't know.
Candice LeRae. Who do we got? Rick thinks I had too much of the oxygen. Well, you know what, brother? Rick, this one's for you, baby. All right, I feel better now. I'm much more calm, and I need more calm in my life.
Beautiful.
Sure.
She reminds me of Tina Turner in that movie, Mad
Not our
Max.
friend Tina?
Not that, no.
No. Okay.
Tina has much more class than this ring announcer.
She's ready.
Yeah.
No.
This one's going to be match of the night.
Dan's excited. Look at this. So we got the
Dan's
NXT
so
Women's
pumped he can't get off
Championship
his
match.
phone.
Candice LeRae versus Io Shirai.
I'm trying to book, baby.
He's working. We're supposed to. Here we go.
Yeah.
So what's your final prediction, Io?
I'm an EO guy.
I can't see with Gargano losing. I can't see Candice getting the title and Johnny not having anything.
I think it should be both or none.
I'm going with Candice because I think Io's going to go to the main roster.
Well,
I think I would build up more. I said Dan wasn't here, but for Dan here, who didn't hear, I said, I know you're going to hate this.
Me?
You.
Me hate something?
Is do a mixed tag match, winner takes all, and have Johnny and Candice win.
If they go that route, not a bad idea.
But
I hope they don't do it, but not a bad idea.
That's what I said too.
What I said is they should have not done the mixed tag match last Wednesday, and then do the winner takes all either this Wednesday or next. Set it up this Wednesday.
I would do it next.
Yeah,
I'd advertise it for a week.
Yeah, because I would
maybe the big Halloween Havoc show.
Ooh, the big one, huh? Trick or treat.
I would set it up this Wednesday and do it next Wednesday. But as you say, I don't have the magic pencil. Whatever.
And they didn't call and ask for your opinion.
No,
Oh, that's right.
Like they never do for me, which I wish they would. Believe me. Please.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Larry, taking her time outside the ring. They both got their hands on their
I think
hips.
she's Larry Zbyszko back in '88
What are they
with
already
the out of
blown
the
up?
ring stalling.
Are they blown up already?
Oh, I love those references.
Look at that.
Oh,
The attempted sunset flip was
That's
more like
Seth
a
Rollins.
sunrise.
Seth Rollins tore his ACL that way when he was trying to do it to Kane.
Well, that was wasn't the most spectacular maneuver you'd ever see, but effective
I was
nonetheless.
just going to say effective, though.
Very effective. Even though if it hit me, I probably wouldn't wince at all. And then that kick, yeah,
There you go.
that happened this Wednesday on NXT. But
See what we got here. Ooh, here we go. Little flip action.
even though she does it every match, about
Hey,
3
you
or
know
4
what, though?
times.
Some
It's
things
just-
got to be saved in the moveset.
He wants a little bit more variety out of VO.
It's how
Maybe she
WWE
needs to go
is.
down to the farm, practice down there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
I don't know nothing about the farm.
Lita was always my favorite. Met her, got a pick, and autographed my book. Well, I'm glad you had a good experience with Lita.
I just like variety. You
I
know what I
get
mean?
ya.
It's just when you're doing the same stuff every match.
You feel like you're
it's
watching the
overwhelming.
same thing every
Every
week,
time, yeah.
which is why the popularity level is where it's at. So the Prodigy and his socks are correct. Give him a plug.
You just
Show him off, brother. Where did you get the socks?
I really don't remember.
Those
I get
Cole specials?
I don't know. I get them from multiple places.
Multiple,
Oh,
really?
okay.
Multiple
He
places.
goes for the different styles at different stores.
He's doing much better than I, Mr. Carter.
Yeah. But it's just you feel like you're watching the same thing, especially if it's the same opponent every time.
Right on.
It's just the same thing over and over and over again.
This
And
is just so slow moving to me right now.
Ooh, backbreaker.
It's like spot to spot to spot, paint by the numbers.
There's like little good things in it, but it's just all
No big good things.
Yeah.
What about her hair? Do you like her hair, Dan?
Which one?
Candice LeRae?
It almost looks like cotton candy in an
Yes.
an
Well, that's
amusement
her-
I
park.
knew you would have something good to say about
That's
it.
her thing because her name is Candice. So
Oh,
candy.
kind of candy. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what we look like now that I'm kind of watching this on screen? You and I almost look like his bodyguards or something.
Like the authors of pain.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
because you're good.
Either that or
Yeah.
you're Paul Ellering and we're Azar and whatever their names were.
Razor and Acom.
Yeah, those two.
Those
too.
two don't have no more jobs, though. They don't have jobs anymore. They're right there next to me.
We're the hosts of pain, one of whom is in pain.
One of whom has nice socks.
What's wrong with my socks? I got the nice
No.
gold tips.
Look at these, baby.
Well, yeah, those are very fancy.
Your
I just
buddy
try and
Kevin
get them
said the
if they
socks
fit.
are Walmart blue light specials.
Mine or
Mine.
Mr. Sacco over there?
You can't get socks like these, baby.
Well, we're glad that you guys have joined us. I mean that. We have fun with this. We want to keep it growing. If you haven't heard me get the plug in, I don't know how many times now, September was by far the biggest month in the history of our programs. By far, almost double. And that's because of you guys. Because you like the videos, you share the videos. I was told by someone that I was kind of insulted, doesn't even watch our shows, that said our videos have been showing up in the recommended section of a lot of Jim Ross's podcasts on YouTube, a lot of Jim Cornette's podcasts on YouTube. And that's a really cool thing. That to me says that a lot of people are watching what we're doing. So will we ever get rich doing this? Probably not. But could we feed ourselves? Could we help the legends keep working more? Could we do this every night? Could we have more of a studio staff to help? Those would be awesome things.
More socks.
You have enough of those, please. You have more socks
More
than he
Monster
had.
drinks.
You have more socks than he had.
Don't go there. Don't go
He should
there.
have seen some of his apps on his phone. Forget
Go
about the
there.
socks.
Let's not
What,
go
what's
there.
up with the apps?
Don't
No,
go
he-
there. We don't need to talk about that.
What are the apps? I'm
Nothing.
curious.
He was one of the founding partners of Tinder. He came up with the swiping idea.
Let's not go there. All right. Let's.
He had many
We
very,
can talk after the show.
many
Yes.
important meetings in Hershey, Pennsylvania,
Absolutely.
when they were creating the genre.
Great and
Let's
something.
see.
Shades of Bret
yeah.
Hart.
Clearly did not spread the channel. Yes, you got people
Maybe
asking. Look at people
cosplay
are
Bret
saying
Hart,
they will
but-
do it. Look at.
Now, who do we got? I'm spreading this channel, Larson. We love you, brother. Larson wants to be the studio janitor. We have one. His name is the Puppet.
Or when.
Yeah.
Maria said she's going to make all my phone calls, so I don't have to talk to Tony anymore. That would be a gift from God, believe me. And then I get
Flying
Marty's
uppercut.
text, and I don't even understand what those mean. He sent me some kind of a screenshot about a booking at the hospital. Marty, we hope you're all right.
Jesus.
Hopefully he wasn't
You
booked
know
for the
what?
hospital.
Today's October 4th, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was he?
Oh,
Reminder, thank you for choosing, I'm not going to say the name of it, November 4th. Marty Jannetty may have been hospitalized. I hope not. You know what? Ladies and gentlemen,
oh
Hey,
God.
it's MJ in the house. I gotta hurry. I gotta go do a movie shoot. Call this number. Call this number. Get a pen. Get something to write it down with. Oh, you have to call back and write it down. Ready? 702-517.
But maybe I should talk over this in case he's giving out someone's phone number.
Call that number. See
All
what
right.
happens. See you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Oof. Almost.
Marty, how are you doing, brother? I just realized in that text message you sent me with the screenshot that hospital was dated today, October 4th. We're in the middle of one of the live pay-per-view watch-alongs right now. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. We're all excited to see you for 3 big days in November. Just let me know that you're all right. Send us the text or even a call. And like I said, we're on the live during TakeOver. All right, bye-bye. Well, we hope Marty's all right. I didn't
Absolutely.
understand what that screenshot meant. Do you think we should call Tony?
No. No. That's a takeover in of itself.
He'd take over the watch-along, talking about nothing to do with the show.
Or you can get Quincy saying happy holidays.
Oh, you would have got a kick out of that, Dave, on this week's
SmackDown.
no,
Oh, no,
AEW.
AEW, same thing.
What happened?
We did a audio podcast style version.
Yeah.
And Quincy did a run-in, and he wished everyone a happy holidays.
Oh,
He
jeez.
said it's
October
never
1st.
too early to start, he said.
It was October 1st, and he was wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
Jesus. That's
Wait
him
till
now.
you see his stomach. It's got the Newt Gingrich going right now.
What?
It's almost like a giant kangaroo pouch. It starts to go down, then it just
What, he got huge?
in only one part of his stomach, if that makes sense. You know Newt Gingrich?
Yeah.
He's got like a pouch.
What's wrong with him, though?
He has a pouch. I don't know how else to
He
explain.
went to Australia for the summer.
I don't get it.
And I asked him if he has a Newt, and he goes wild.
I just want to see it. Make sure my battery.
Yeah, well, you need to show him the stomach to truly appreciate it. DDP Yoga will save Marty and Brutus.
Mhm.
Ken's going to get a drink. You know what, brother? You know what, Ken? You gave me an idea. I got the Fabo pot,
Oh,
baby.
Jesus.
What's the? Yes, that's what his stomach looks like.
Wow.
And he gets furious. He doesn't even know who it is. He doesn't even know who it is, but he still is very offended when I tell him
What
he
the
has.
hell?
Oh, you got to send me that one.
That's unbelievable.
Hello.
Are you getting calls?
Look, I'm getting
is it
calls
Tony?
here. I'm live on my show right now.
Who is it? Emily?
Yeah, it's my cousin.
Oh, your cousin. All right. Well, hopefully that's not the one on the farm, or that might be a little inappropriate.
He's asking me about fantasy football.
Fantasy football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, quick.
All right. Now it looks like the finisher from the last match almost.
Rick B said Marty did an interview live on Hannibal's YouTube channel on Saturday.
That's a shame. But you know what? If Marty's
I would
getting a
take
payday, good.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
he's
All
saying
right,
that.
bye.
The fighting spirit of Iro Shirai.
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's
He's
giving you-
still enjoying Nuke.
Yeah.
He was in rough shape. Dan, tell Marty
my
his
God.
fans are praying for him. Well, if Marty calls back, we'll tell Marty. I could see Quincy in that. Yeah.
Oh God.
No, when you're
Here we
calling
go.
Marty
Here
Jannetty
comes
and
Chris
talking about
Jericho.
Quincy, that tells you all you need to know about this one.
1, 2. Oh,
What a weak,
Oh,
weak
I was just
kick
gonna
out.
say, did they kick out or
that
what?
was
She just
awful.
That
basically
was-
let
her
go.
Yeah,
She
that's what
let
I'm
go and
saying.
she just went like this. And just fell
and then
over.
she was still shocked. I can't believe it. I got off of her and I didn't win.
That actually looks pretty good. Look at this. Oh,
Yeah, it wasn't the most.
is she injured? Usually when they're injured, they have those lousy kickouts.
That was not the most energetic kick out you'd ever see.
Never. No.
It looked like out of the playbook of Reno Chastain.
Oh, speaking of that, how's he doing?
He's been in the hospital too.
Oh,
If I knew his number, we'd give him a call.
you don't know his number anymore?
I don't know it in the hospital.
Oh, he doesn't have a cell phone. You
Uh-oh.
don't think?
No.
Crossface.
Do we have news?
Tap.
She's gonna tap here.
Tap. Imagine if Io put in the Gargano escape. That'd be actually. Oh, well, she'll put it in, but. Oh, she gonna tap.
Come on, my friend. I'm still waiting to get this October date lined up, brother. The Marati phone line is always open for you.
Well, if they're texting you, it's definitely not one of these competitors
No.
or the ref.
I don't think it'd ever be one of these.
The ref looks like Jinder Mahal. Here we go. All right, come on. Is she grabbing the rope or what's going on?
She's thinking about it. She's grabbing
It
her
doesn't
head.
even look like she's applying any
I
That's
pressure.
what
know,
I'm
I
saying.
don't
Is
know
she
what-
grabbing the rope or what is she doing? You know,
And I'm sure some fans will say, oh, this is a classic.
someone,
Oh, yeah, you know.
someone
that.
just
Oh,
said-
wait a minute. Now, see, that's why I don't like that they have the female referees in WWE doing the men's matches.
What do you
Because
think?
you can't do something like that.
What do you think about a woman hitting the guy ref?
It's over.
I don't really like it, but
I'm
look at him. He's selling it like he got a KO punch from the Big Show.
But that's why I don't like that John Candy looking ref on SmackDown.
Candy. I
Because
can't
she's
get
not
over
going to
that.
take an elbow from a guy.
Oh.
And it takes a
Oh.
while. Gee, whoa, this poor bastard's bouncing around like a ping pong.
Oh, that's
That's probably
awesome.
what happened to Reno.
Oh. He needs some boost oxygen to get back in the
Oh,
game.
look at this.
What
I
is
thought
this
she was
one?
going for a sharpshooter.
Ooh, I like that.
She's getting nasty. But
One,
there's no
two,
official.
There's no ref. Come
Three,
on, you know there isn't.
4, 5.
Send out Pianta
6.
Papalupagapas.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Johnny
my
got
God. Welcome to the main. Oh, welcome to the main roster, everyone. He throws on an inside-out referee shirt and thinks he's going to make the count.
He's ready.
If he counted that 3, you know how many people would have shit on that?
Well, if they actually rang the bell and counted it, yeah.
That's what I said. If he hit the 3.
But would the timekeeper actually take that as an official 3 count?
Oh, you
would
know
be
they
the question.
would. Speaking of hitting 3s, the NBA Finals are on right now.
What are we missing on here? Still think
here we go.
Devon is an idiot.
Oh, here we go. He's grabbing the title. He's the new women's champion.
Tell you, Ken, brother, I appreciate the sentiment. It was a good idea you had. You got Mahal back
Now
in the ring
what's he
now.
gonna
He
hit
wants some answers. He wants to know what's going on. He's confused. It's not Halloween.
Maybe
yet.
it is Back to the Future when Marty runs into
He's not
himself.
going to. Is he going to get a low blow now? All right. He wants his shirt back.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If she kicks out of this.
Yeah.
Are you? Oh.
Told you.
She hit her in the head with the title. Oh, this is
There's
just.
some things that just don't matter anymore. There you go. Ken says you're the dopest host.
Who's the dopest host?
You.
Ken? Me? That's why I like Ken so
Yes,
much.
there you go.
He's a good man.
This is.
He's a friend of the program.
Absolutely.
I would have just taken.
Oh, slap across the face.
So now my new determination for when we go live with Bound for Glory is to have Wi-Fi for the laptop and a hard wire for
There
the
it is.
Or a Japanese fly, but.
It's over now, boys.
Sunny Yee special coming up.
Oh,
Looks like she got her legs.
No,
out.
it's
it's got to
over.
be a 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if she
No.
kicks out of that, then.
There we go.
And look at even better. It's 8:39.
Yeah.
All right, wrestling fans, what did you think of that one, guys?
That hellacious.
Dave's the man. Well, Brett Barrett likes you. I don't know if he knows Wade. Dan, sorry for not giving you super chat for weeks. I have to. Ken, you don't have to worry about that. As much as anything, there's a variety of ways you can support what we do. Even simply
Absolutely.
watching, giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, sharing a link on Facebook
What do you think
or
of that finish?
Twitter. Those things all count
wait
an
for
awful
him.
lot. Granted, we need money to make the shows happen.
That's true. We
I
do.
don't-
The super chats help an awful lot, but we've got all kinds of great merch. We've got, like I said, the live cyber events coming up in November and December where we're going to do autograph sessions. So there's all kinds of different ways you can participate. The Patreon is a lot of fun if you ask Rick, Tina, Maria. I know those 3 are in here tonight. They're all subscribed to that. That's only the price of a cup of coffee a month. That helps, and you get the early ad-free access to not only the Wrestling Insider
Thanks,
talk
Brent.
shows, but you get the what?
Put my hand up so I can talk.
For what?
So I can talk. Like it's
I'm
class.
getting cheap plugs in.
Yeah, he's
Well,
doing his
I don't
thing.
know.
What did you want to say?
Just
I was going
saying
to say
thank you
something about the
Brent.
match before it moves on to the
People
next
saw
round.
the
it.
man.
They already know what it is.
No,
EO
I just
flipped,
wanted to
EO
get-
flopped. And
I just wanted to say one thing quick.
1, 2, 3 out.
I just want to say that Johnny Gargano spot wasn't even needed. Unless,
You're right.
Unless Candice was going to win, why would you even? It's not like he affected the end of the match. What did he do? He came down. He did a false 3. You know, he hit 2, got up, grabbed the title,
Asking
put the
teachers.
title down. They went to the top rope,
Love it.
Spanish fly, moonsault.
They wanted to build the drama.
Oh,
Now, who's this
God.
ball?
Tony
Tony
Storm.
Storm.
Oh, all right, that one.
That was the one I forgot about. That was the one I forgot
You're
about on
too
Saturday.
Wasn't she was on WrestleMania, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Who did she work? Charlotte?
Yeah.
What? No, that was
No,
Rhea Ripley. She wasn't on WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania. I thought you said Royal Rumble. My bad.
Who Charlotte work?
Rhea Ripley. I just said that.
Rhea-
Who Becky Lynch work?
Shayna Baszler.
She was in
Yeah.
NXT then. That's right. Okay.
Tony Storm's good though. Well,
Yeah,
I shouldn't even say that
One
to
of
you
my
because
favorites.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They could be the most talented woman. You don't give a you. What is it? No.
That's not true. I always have good things to say about Asuka.
I'm talking
do I
about
not?
any of these people.
Oh, I
down
don't
here.
know them well enough.
That's what I mean.
I don't know them well enough.
That's it.
Dave is a great addition to the show. Well, Rick,
Thanks,
he's
Rick.
not really a new addition.
No,
He's
I've
been
been
with
around
us
for a
since
while.
2008. And if you look in our archives, there's dozens of
Oh, here we
episodes
go.
pre-2020 with them. Now, I'm hoping this is a man that I have a lot of respect for.
What? Some people are saying it's Ember Moon. Some people are saying it's Bo Dallas.
I was told, like I said, I don't remember by who, but someone in the know that they wouldn't expect Ember Moon back for a long,
But it looks
long
like
time.
someone smaller. That's the thing. It doesn't look like a bigger
We're gonna
person.
find out right
Maybe it's
now,
someone
huh?
that is small. I don't know.
I'm telling you,
It's
it's
a
a
woman.
It's got to
girl.
be a
It has
woman
to be.
now.
I'm telling you, it's Ember Moon.
Maybe
Look at
it's Tony Storm.
Look at the jacket. I'm telling you, it's got to be. But why would you do Tony Storm and then Ember Moon? That's the thing. Wait,
I'm gonna find out right now. It's got to be a woman, right? If they're coming out,
Maybe Sonny got out of jail.
maybe that's what she's breaking.
I'm telling you, it's got to
I'm
be Ember Moon.
disappointed already.
Look at that jacket. That is Ember
Wait
Moon.
a minute. Wait. Wait. No. Wait. Oh, they got those LOD 2000 helmets. Oh,
What did I say? Ember Moon,
Shave the
baby.
size of her head too. Look at
yeah,
that.
Fightful subscriptions working out for you, brother.
Beautiful.
Look at the Ember is back,
They
baby.
wasted all that nice hype for that.
That wasn't
years.
even a Fightful thing. That was just me. But
2 years, she's done absolutely nothing
See
in
how we-
WWE,
see how he undercuts
but
me?
she's finally back.
That wasn't anything from Fightful.
And
So
they just,
No, I didn't.
and look at
Brent.
how
I didn't
important
get
of a
that.
segment that
I
was.
did not get
They
the
put her
polo
on
shirt
screen
memo.
for 15 seconds so they could go to a T-shirt commercial. They sound like us.
no, but I've been saying Ember
No,
Moon
I'm just
for
teasing
weeks.
you. Calm down. I'm
getting
disappointed
excited.
it wasn't Bo Dallas.
Yes.
There's so much that could be done with that man. Ember Moon, been there, done that. What do you guys think? Do you like Ember? Would you rather have seen Bo Dallas?
I do not.
Somebody else? Kevin thinks, call me crazy, but I think she's sexy and exotic looking. Well, you got a little scener in you, I
Oh,
guess.
look at this. Have I
Dan?
tried any Ryback? Feed me more nutrition? No, I have not.
And this
I
kid
have
again.
not yet.
Why
I
would
am
you?
looking too.
Why would you have him do a run-in spot in a pay-per-view when nobody knows him? He's done a handful of matches on 205 Live. I don't think I've ever seen him on regular NXT unless it's a quick match. What did someone say?
Yes, I like chocolate. Well,
There you go.
Kevin knows his taste very well.
But I mean, if people listen
Very
to the
well.
shows, the two names I kept saying were Ember Moon and Bo
He's still
Dallas.
going. He loves
That's
it.
what I'm saying. He undercuts me on everything.
I don't undercut
He's
you on
fighting out
everything.
now, boys and
Everything.
girls.
And then you said before, oh, don't expect her back.
There
you
is,
know, whatever.
well, I don't know if she's going to wrestle. I was told, and I don't remember the conversation when it was, but I was told that it was going to be a while before she was going to be ready to do anything in the ring. Now, granted, that could have been earlier this year for all I remember.
But the thing that I don't like
Who's
is
this Bozak?
Hang on.
All right.
why would you do the Tony Storm thing and then have Ember Moon come out?
Overkill.
That makes no sense.
It should have been one or the other.
That's like
Leaving. I'm just trying to catch up. A lot of people talking right now.
I couldn't listen to the Tony Storm thing, but I'd bet my money that she said she
Do you
wants the
think
title.
Vlad Joseph shows up tonight?
Who's Vlad Joseph?
I don't know. The only Joseph I know is Vic Joseph, and he's doing the commentator. I
If
don't
you
know.
look about Vic
She does
Joseph,
not-
yes, I think he'll
She does
show up
not look
tonight.
that good.
Who?
Oh,
Ember Moon. She looks weird.
She thinks a little Jerry Sags going on.
with the shaved side.
But
Damn.
I bet
It's too
Tony
much,
Storm said
man.
something like she wants the
How
title.
it's-
But then why have Ember come out too? Unless,
Everybody wants the title, I guess. Just everybody.
are they? To me, that
They
makes
needed
it,
a few more people to run into.
to me that makes it seem like they're going to do a triple threat match.
With what?
On
The three of
Halloween
them.
Havoc,
Oh.
maybe.
There you
Because
go.
if you have Tony Storm come up on the screen, then you have Ember come out. And I don't know, unless they do Ember versus Tony for #1 contenders. But the thing is, Tony showed up on the screen, and Ember just showed up. So you know what I mean? It's just if you can show up and get a random title match, why are the three of us sitting here when we could show up and get a
title match.
get a title fight just by showing up?
I'm going to tell my good
You know what?
friend
We're
Finn
flying down
Balor.
to Florida, and we're going to get that title shot.
I'm going to tell Finn that I'm next in line for the NXT shot if he
And
retains tonight.
he hears me say it all the time. I don't like when title matches are handed out. I love #1 contenders matches, #1 contenders tournaments, anything like that. I like when people earn their shot instead of coming out randomly and just saying, "Oh, I want a shot at your title," and then it's booked for the next show, as you always say, by a random higher power. You know, you always say that in the shows. They have no authority figure, and all these matches are getting thrown together. It's just they need an authority figure to start putting stuff together if you're going to put together random fights.
My frustration with that is I don't think any match should be booked on the fly like that. Like we see on WWE so often, they get into a physical altercation. Then after the commercial break, during the commercial break, this match was made. Anytime that happens, it should be assigned by some authority figure for the next week or a future pay-per-view or something like that. It just adds some credibility to what you're watching. Sometimes the small things mean just as much as the big things. And when you insult people's intelligence, they tend to tune out, which is why you have the popularity of professional wrestling as low as it is right now. There's so many millions of more fans that don't watch wrestling that would like to, that actually do tune in and watch the current product. That's why right now when we have these live watch-alongs, we have so many more people that tune in for the podcast live, Tuesdays at 9 with Tony, Thursdays at 9 with Marty, and even with Mr. Thunderdome himself, Fridays at 10, John Cena Sr. It isn't even funny. We're glad you're here with us. We're very happy. We hope we have more and more as we continue to grow. But it's why the popularity of pro wrestling in 2020, it isn't good. It isn't good. It's not good for our business.
So I can enjoy this
there
match.
he goes.
Jeez.
He's got to go one more time.
Dude,
I don't know if this is a big prediction, but I think you might not like it. I think Johnny and Candice are going to go to the main roster. There's nothing left for them to do. If you're going to have them,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that.
If you both have them lose, I could see if they both won the titles. Obviously, they wouldn't go to the main roster. I like Undisputed Era not coming out with him.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think it helps with my thought of they're doing try and babyface him. And maybe
I
Cole
said that on the
turns
show
on him.
Saturday, or even Thursday, because that was the NXT one. That they were going to have him and Cole do something, whether one's babyface or not. But I knew we're going to do.
Maybe I said that wrong. I think it babyfaces O'Reilly having him come out alone. Did I say Cole?
I don't know what you said, but
all right. Well, I'm glad
people got to
paying
go back
attention.
and listen to the shows because I was thinking of what I was going to say. But I like him coming out alone. It shows.
I think it's time for Finn to go back to Raw or SmackDown. I don't know if he would be a huge boost in the ratings, but any help would be a good thing. He's a top-tier player. He's a former world champion. Kyle O'Reilly, he's done a lot in the tag team ranks in NXT. I've always been a supporter of what he does. I think he's excellent. He's someone that does a lot that sometimes you pick up on more if you see him at a live event as opposed to being presented on TV. And maybe Adam Cole turns on Kyle O'Reilly. I thought after Adam Cole was victorious over, who did he wrestle on Thursday or Wednesday night?
At Austin Theory.
After he defeated Austin Theory, he almost put Kyle O'Reilly over too much, which made me suspicious that he could turn on O'Reilly after O'Reilly wins the championship from Finn. One man's opinion.
Earlier before the pay-per-view, Triple H did an interview.
Yeah.
Cole was involved, and Cole said something about he was hyping up Kyle, and as Cole left the room or whatever, Triple H said, "I don't buy that for a minute."
You think maybe he oversold it?
No, I'm saying Triple H was kind of hinting at something to come in the future.
Yes, it does, Ken.
He foreshadowed it.
Kind of, but as I said to Little Cena here, I think I said it to you too. They should do a championship ceremony if Kyle O'Reilly wins, and have Cole turn on him there.
To do it all in one night.
So what
would
were
be
your predictions? I missed it. What was Dan? What was yours here?
I think if I was booking it, I'd have O'Reilly win the title with Finn going into the Raw and SmackDown draft, and then I'd have Cole turn on O'Reilly sometime very, very soon.
So break up Undisputed Era.
Yes.
All right. And yours was?
It's literally the same thing.
Okay.
Me and him usually think alike. There's some little things that we disagree on.
I'm going O'Reilly too, just because of what we've been talking about.
No, I don't think I had a chance to run this by before the match begins, but we did speak about it on the Friday installment of Wrestling Insiders. What did you think about the hot rumor going around about Roman in the WrestleMania main event?
With The Rock?
No. Now that it looks like they're not going to have a full-blown stadium show, they don't want to waste it.
So what are you saying?
It was going to be Roman with Paul Heyman, obviously, against the returning babyface Brock Lesnar, led by John Cena Sr. No. All right, Mo.
He didn't buy it.
I'm over here thinking you're telling me something. I hate
Well,
when you
Johnny
do
and I discussed it on the show this
that.
week.
Okay.
He said he didn't know where the rumors
I
came
look like an asshole thinking you were actually going to do that.
He didn't know where the rumors came from, he said. Brother,
No.
I'm done, brother.
I'm not talking to them. Oh, man. I mean, I would do or what you could do is a championship ceremony to close the show. And as Kyle O'Reilly's holding up the title, you can end with the shot of Cole looking at him or looking at the title as he's raising it. You know what I
There
mean?
she comes, Tina Turner, baby.
Oh, I hate her.
We had a Tina Turner one time, remember? At the, what would you call her? Remember? Aretha Franklin, was it?
Jiving Jenna
Yes,
Cooper.
there you go. I knew I was one of those.
Do you like this ring announcer? I don't like her at all. Well, you know where they found her, right?
Begging for change in front of Full Sail.
No, she's
Jesus
actually a drummer for a band.
Oh my God, Dan.
Well, that was my second guess.
What did you say?
She's a drummer for a band.
Oh,
And
that was my second choice. Oh, this is great. I love it.
so who do you have?
I got Kyle O'Reilly too.
We're all O'Reillyan. And Finn is one of my favorites that we've ever
Finn
had
is
here
too,
in
but
the
I think, like you said,
MWF.
Finn is going to be added to because now he's had his little run NXT. He's going to be part of the draft, so it only makes sense.
They're paying him too much money to be in NXT.
Right. This was to get the brand on TV to start.
I just think if you keep it on Finn, it's such an opportunity wasted. As what I said before,
O'Reilly, you make a new top guy, too.
that's what I'm saying.
I just wish they didn't have to break up Undisputed Era because of
Well,
it.
it's not guaranteed. It's
But
just
Look at New
observation.
Day.
Let me ask you this. What do you think? Undisputed Era could be on the main roster and be well, or do you think it just wouldn't work?
Now, I've told you before, I think Undisputed Eras would look awfully small in a WWE ring. I think they're perfect for NXT. I think it's the perfect time for Finn to go back to WWE.
Yep.
And I think if O'Reilly pins him for the title, you make a new top singles guy for
Yeah.
NXT. And someone for Cole to feud with.
Remember I said earlier on the Bad Blood thing, which technically isn't earlier for the fans watching right now. Remember I said WWE always squanders those opportunities to do something that's right in front of them, and they never do it. You know what I mean?
Well, in '97, they were much better about those types of things than 2020.
Right.
Much
well,
better.
I was talking about
like we were talking about the finish of the Ron Simmons and Owen Hart
Ken
match.
asked, would you
That's
like to
kind of the
see-
type of thing you wouldn't see nowadays.
Ken asked
Yeah.
if you would like to see Undisputed Era versus the Hurt Business.
It would look ridiculous.
War Games.
It would look ridiculous, I think.
Yeah, the
I don't know.
size.
Bobby Lashley and Shelton would tower over those
Yeah.
guys.
Could you see it at War Games? 4-on-4? Hurt Business and UE?
No. I mean, it wouldn't be believable to me. I don't know what you guys think, but would you want, I'll ask you a little, Cena, would you want to see
I
the
would.
Hurt Business against Undisputed Era at War Games?
The only
No, if
people that would be
anything, like I
excited.
said,
Bobby should be groomed for Brock Lesnar,
yes,
not Bobby
exactly.
Fish. You know?
I think we've both been saying, yeah, that's exactly. We definitely say the same thing on that. Like, I want to see Adam Cole get his run on the main roster, but them in a match 3-on-3, no way. Or 4-on-4, whatever you want to do. Yeah. War Games.
Now,
Well,
I
I'm just
wonder
thinking
when War
because of
Games
Kyle
will
O'Reilly,
be.
like you guys are saying, going to
Well,
break
Bobby
up.
Fish is injured now, so
Will
But
War
I'm just
Games
saying when he's
be-
not, it's straight because if Kyle O'Reilly, like you said, is going to be out of it.
Is
I was
War
going with
Games going to be in December, I wonder, this year? Are they going to scrap War Games? Are they going
I
to...
think they're. Where would
I don't
they
know
do
if
it?
they'd be able to fit it
Yeah.
where they are right now. That might be a tight squeeze.
I don't think they're going to do it, but
He goes, Dan, would Undisputed Era destroy Retribution? LOL.
I'd like to see anything destroy Retribution so it's never on TV again.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's a waste of time.
Yep.
Nobody cares. Nobody believes in it.
Because
It was
it's all
a-
just
it was a
NXT guys. If there was
Reasonably
actually
good
something
idea to take something out of the news and put it on television, and they turned it into complete and utter nonsense in weeks. And it got worse by the week. And it continued. This past week wasn't so bad because they weren't on, I guess. But one man's opinion.
this is all, as I said before, it's going to be mat-based wrestling. It's going to be all technical.
should've just
What
had
if they
Shane
made
bring
the
in the
leader of
underground ring?
Retribution,
Whoa,
though,
whoa,
whoa.
CM
No
Punk?
ropes.
What if they made that?
Then, okay, if they actually had someone that could come
Of
out
that
as
caliber like that.
of that caliber to come out and lead what they're doing, that would be interesting
That's
to some
what I was
point.
thinking.
To have these 5 random talents and these other ones that they have in the
I know.
Walmart hoodies. I mean, come on.
in some crazy ass mask, Halloween mask.
Taking the company over. I mean, what? It just.
And then they signed them
And
the
did you see the
contracts.
tweet? He said we were cheaper to put under contract than just keep on running. Like, don't even answer it. Like,
That
Why
makes
wouldn't
no
they just
sense.
call the police
right?
instead of signing them to wrestling
Exactly.
contracts?
Yes. Yes.
You know what?
Exactly.
Come on.
I know. Oh, you need the breath. Need to calm down. What's he saying?
Now I feel better. I don't have to think about retribution
peppermint.
anymore. Thanks to our good friends at boostoxygen.com.
Absolutely.
Widely
Kevin,
available at
I agree
fine
with that. Bobby
retailers
Lashley
and
brought-
Amazon, but
should be a WrestleMania match.
boostoxygen.com
Been
is
saying it
the
forever.
place to be. What do we got going on now?
Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar should be a WrestleMania match, and I was agreeing with Kevin. This guy,
Missed
Dan,
both.
you mean Shane McMahon lead Retribution?
No, I think we've had enough McMahon-led things. CM Punk, if he was interested, wouldn't be a bad idea. And now I'm being put on the
If
spot.
it's anybody other than CM Punk leading this group, I really don't think wrestling fans will care.
Well, I don't know why Shane McMahon would have a vested interest in having this faction try and destroy his family company.
Exactly.
Maybe he started his own backyard wrestling league to get away from Retribution.
started
He did
Raw
that with
Underground.
WCW.
He started Raw Underground, huh?
Hashtag NXT Championship. Share the link, folks, if you could. Let everyone know around the world what we're doing here on Wrestling Insiders. Watch along as we have this grueling championship encounter. Who is going to leave with 15 pounds of gold?
Ooh.
Retribution doesn't take over Raw Underground. You want to know why? They can't cut the ropes.
They don't need the chainsaw.
Yeah. They can't cut the ropes.
What did you think about that when they cut the ropes?
I was ready for the show to end.
And yes, sir. I knew you would say
It's
that.
just- and then they start spray painting the plexiglass, and it's stupid. You
There
know?
was
And
just
then-
absolutely
but the funny thing
nothing believable about it from the beginning.
they destroy everything. How many people did you see run out?
Oh my God.
Every time they come
I'm
out,
talking
it's like,
about
who comes out? The 4 people from the Hurt Business, and that's it?
As bad as WCW was for that nonsense in 2001, remember when they first had 3 or 4 of those guys come out and you had 30 or 40 guys from the WWE locker room come out and chase them away?
I know what you mean,
At least that was believable.
Well, right.
To have these idiots running around with chainsaws, blowing up equipment, destroying the set, attacking female interviewers in the back, and they just sit there and shrug their shoulders as if, all right, nobody cares.
And the
If the
camera,
wrestlers don't care, why should the fans? The only thing you see is Corey Graves and Michael Cole picking up their notebooks and running away.
and the,
That's Retribution's main attribution.
and the cameramen, they'll stay on them, but for some reason, as soon as
And
Retribution
zoom in and
comes
zoom
out,
out.
it's just the camera
crazy.
doesn't know where to go, and it's like, how come all of a sudden Retribution comes out and the camera work
Look at
goes
these.
to shit? I mean, the camera work is already shit, but I don't know. Maybe Retribution comes out here and Finn Balor's the leader. I'm telling you, unless CM Punk is the leader of that group, I really don't think anybody cares.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you do make him the leader, that definitely goes from like you guys saying nobody cares to it's the talk of the town.
That changes in a hurry.
I can't think of anybody else that would lead that group that people would care about.
Look at him playing the guitar.
He's mocking the air
That's funny.
guitar on Kyle's arm. I like that.
Yeah, right? It's different.
I can't think of anybody to lead that group that's worthwhile.
No.
And especially now that they're Raw exclusive, it's got to be someone. I mean, unless they have someone come over from SmackDown in the draft and reveal that they were trying to take down Raw.
Damn,
the
whatever
entire
happened to the
time.
hacker?
Who? Oh, that was
Maybe
supposed
he's
to be,
responsible for it.
that was supposed to be Mustafa Ali, and then they dropped it.
But what happened?
Nothing. They just dropped it.
Did they?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I
originally-
watch every week and I'm waiting for it. And I mean, I've read those reports that it was Ali, or if they're just waiting, like it's supposed
No,
to die.
I think that's long forgotten.
It's gone. Yeah.
They haven't showed any
He's
hacker
all
thing
hacked
since like
out.
May.
They hired an internet security, I guess. They eliminated the
They got
problem.
rid of it. Yeah.
That would have been funny if they came out and said that. The announcers,
We're using McAfee now, and he can't hack us anymore. Not Pat McAfee, but the internet security
maybe
system.
Pat comes out here.
Oh, please. Maybe he's the leader.
Let's see. Dan's ready for Chainsaw Charlie. Dan, would you rather watch marathon of 95 WCW WF combined?
Yes, very much so. Now, you had a lot of bad stuff in 95 WWE and WCW. You also had some really well thought out planned top programs, if nothing else. And
Kevin-
sometimes, even if it isn't the most exciting wrestling, sometimes things with common sense mean an awful lot too. Like the Diesel and Sid program won't be remembered for a classic series of matches, but it was a program that was well put together. If you watched it from beginning to end, from February through, when did that wind up? I think the July in Your House in 95. So that was a program that had several months worth of angles and matches to go into it, as opposed to these things on Raw and SmackDown that are forgotten about sometimes in the same episode. WCW in 95 was a little rough, even when Nitro kicked off with Dungeon of Doom and, you know.
Dan, did you like Joey Styles as a commentator?
I thought he screamed too much.
It's like Morrow.
Yeah.
I like Joey Styles. I thought he's
For exactly
ECW,
like
he
Morrow.
was great.
He was good, but the problem was when you do nothing but scream throughout the entire broadcast, what are you supposed to do when something really big or really exciting happens? You know what I mean?
But back then, I don't think it was, now we say it, but back then, did you really think about it like that?
Yes.
Did you? See,
I thought he yelled too much.
I thought it put the product over because ECW was like known for Joey Styles as you know what I mean?
But it's almost like the ECW style of wrestling. At what point can you top what they're doing?
Which is true, yeah. Going back, yeah. Because I was actually just watching highlights today of it, and I was,
I mean, look at when they finally got to that. What channel were they on? TNN, Spike TV?
Yeah.
Was that what it was called then?
TNN.
TNN?
Yeah.
But they had nothing to offer by the point 1999 came around.
What was it? Don Callis and him and Joe Gertner and all that crap.
Not even the commentators. I mean, even the talent. There was next to nothing left.
Would you have Mikey Whipwreck come back? You had Raven come back at a point. Sandman.
nice.
Like, you had everybody just coming back and going. Yeah. You had Steve Corino. Your buddy.
That's good. I really don't know Steve Corino.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you would have. Oh, wow.
I know this is an outstanding match as we talk about 1999 ECW.
Do you think Otis cashes in?
Now, I wonder if Otis could cash in.
They never technically said his briefcase was only good for SmackDown.
Maybe only the lunchbox for NXT.
Yes, because
but they never really said Otis's briefcase
which is true, yeah.
was for SmackDown.
You're right.
I think it'd be interesting.
I think-
they had
I
Charlotte.
think that it's always been, you can cash that briefcase in for either title. Am I
Right.
wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay.
No.
So I can't see why,
when
in theory.
Baron
he
Corbin
couldn't.
won it, they said it was for brand specific. And
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're. But did he win it on a brand specific pay per view?
he didn't win it at all. Remember, Cena messed it up. It was in Providence. Remember, he
Yes,
tried to
we
cash
were
it.
there.
Right. No, but I mean, when Corbin won the Money in the Bank briefcase,
It was on a SmackDown pay-per-view.
Well, that's probably why.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it was only SmackDown people. So that was the 1 year that they. And I
But
think when
this was
Braun
on-
Strowman won it, because they had 4 and 4 from each show.
That's too many.
They had 4 and 4 from each show, and they said that whoever wins it, it's brand specific. And then Braun Strowman, he cashed it in on Roman Reigns, and he was one of the RVD, John Cena, and Braun Strowman are the 3 that cashed it in ahead of time. And Braun Strowman did it for Hell in a Cell, and that's when Lesnar came out and interrupted the match. So technically, Braun Strowman didn't get a fair shot or a clean match for the title.
Well, he should talk to the authorities in WWE about that.
Well, Finn Balor still has a gripe about the Universal title. He never
He's
lost.
still waiting for his rematch.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. What was that, 4 years ago?
But then again, he got squashed by Brock at the Rumble, so maybe that counted.
But I think 2017 and 2018, they did the brand specific, and then 2019, I think they went back to you can cash in on anybody because
I think it adds the element of surprise.
yeah. But do you think the Money in the Bank briefcase holder can go to both shows?
I think it should be. If I was the booker of it, I would have it be. It could be cashed in on any of the 3
Well,
brands.
once
No,
they
I'm
have-
saying like say I win Money in the Bank and I'm on SmackDown. Can I go to Raw and just show up, or only when I'm cashing
In
in?
WWE world, I think you can. If I was booking it, I would say absolutely.
We'll see when they get drafted too, where Otis goes.
I know. If you talk about where everyone's worried
I
about,
know.
it's where Otis wants.
But that's what I'm saying. Where he goes, Steve, what you guys talking about? I thought you liked him.
I think he'll
No.
stay on SmackDown.
You don't?
No,
I thought you liked him.
Not
when
a
I
big
first-
Otis fan.
Yeah, you were
But-
a fan of him. Before.
Oh, big fan.
He was a big fan.
He has him booked.
He had steaks and
For April
weights.
3rd.
Remember you had the steaks and weights you used to wear? I remember that.
But I don't think they're going to move Otis. I mean, when was the last time a Money in the Bank briefcase holder switched brands? I can't think of any time that happened.
It would be a true shocker if Otis was to jump to Raw.
I'm not saying it's a shocker. I'm just
Be
it's
blown away.
conversation. But
If we lost Otis, what would Friday nights be like?
Oh my God.
It wouldn't be ready for a good time anymore.
No.
what if he cashes in on draft night and messes up the whole thing? I don't know.
We're thinking too
I
much.
just-
Let's go.
I wish
This match is great.
Retribution would cut them the
This match
briefcase
is
in
so
half.
slow.
It's great.
Compared
This
to
is a
the-
good match.
As I said before, it's mat-based technical wrestling.
Beautiful.
Sometimes it could be really good. Sometimes it could
I'm
be really
enjoying
bad.
it.
It'll build to a hot
Yes.
finish, I
Look
bet.
at that.
Yeah.
Nice elbow to the back. 1, 2. Oh, kick out.
Yeah, a big elbow to the back. It's gonna he's
Hey.
gonna be the big finish.
Hey,
What
it
is this?
might be. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, but pumped after all
Get
these
ready.
matches.
Because you didn't drink your ghost energy.
I had a monster and a body armor.
Have,
It's hard to go
have one
from
of
a,
these right there.
it's hard to go from
Open
a
that
show
up.
with nothing but spots to slow mat-based wrestling.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying. You have, I wouldn't really count the women's match, but the first 3 matches were all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, pillar to post type of thing.
That
And then
guy
you get
won't
some-
like a William Regal match.
I think it's all about the placement of the show.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all
I
about
love
the
William
placement. of
Get
the
him,
match.
Ken. I agree.
I love William Regal, but when your main event is after
All that.
all that,
Yeah, it slows it down.
it slows it down way too much.
But it's, I don't know. For me, I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's different perspectives.
You don't think that it's really slowing down what we've already seen?
Well, no,
haven't it?
because you build up for the hype of this match. I wasn't expecting it to be.
Yeah, but
I
there's
mean, when
hype,
you,
but then there's the match itself.
right.
that's
But what I'm
slow.
saying, I wasn't gonna expect. I was expecting this kind of match.
you
know, but
expected slow.
But I
Right.
expected
a
a
slow build to a hot finish, like you just said. I expect that from these two. I don't expect it to be hot. From
But
the
I
start.
said earlier in the show it'd be mat-based technical wrestling. I expected it to be that. It's just knowing what the show is going to be doesn't change my emotions or thought of it. When you have, 3, I guess you could say hot matches back and forth all over the place. Then you go to this, it's just it messes up the flow for me. I could see if this wasn't for the title and it was in the middle of the show as kind of like a break, and then you go back into the faster paced matches.
Well, maybe the wrong guys have the championship.
That has nothing to do with it. It's the show and the pace of it. Every show is a
Well,
certain.
where would you put this championship match on the middle? Then you're saying
No, every
That's the drawback to it.
That's,
That's
what do you
what I
do
do.
with
That's
the
what I just
title
said.
main event if
I
you want
just
to
like
slow
getting
it
him
down?
hot.
Oh, all right.
That's
You know what I
it's
mean?
not
That's
really getting
okay.
me hot. I'm just
Oh, you're getting
I'm
there.
just saying it.
Finn's
just-
ready though. Look at him. He's in the corner. He's all hyped up.
There's
He's
nothing
ready.
wrong with these guys. It's just the
Here he
flow.
Ooh.
It's almost like that AEW show we did. What was that? Almost a month ago, and every match was like 25 minutes. You just wanted it to end.
Well,
but it's not,
I think there's a big difference in those two shows.
I know that. I know. I'm just saying. But every show has a certain flow.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Whether you expect it or not, it's still going to have a flow.
I think this is very good, but it's less effective because you almost saw video game arcade wrestling for the first.
Which I can agree
Series
with
of
that. I
matches,
definitely
yeah.
can agree with what you said. Yeah. I think the match is good, but like you said, for reaction wise, but you know what? They're not playing to a crowd anymore. They're playing to virtual fans. So I mean, it's
And I think this match would play better in front of fans.
exactly.
Real ones, not the
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Thunderdome ones.
Yeah.
Could the abdominal stretch put them away?
Bleeding from the mouth. Oof.
See, I love this kind of wrestling because it's true wrestling. The only thing I have a problem with is just the flow. I mean, especially
blood
with
gushes from
if
the
you had a
mouth. Look at
longer
it.
card too, that would affect it more. Having, taking out the women's match, you have
a sharpshooter.
Could
Yeah.
the sharpshooter put them away? Apparently not.
unless the ref rings the bell and we have an
We need
Orlando
the
screw
blood,
job.
like
The
Stone
referee
Cold.
almost
We
looks
need
like
the blood.
Teddy Pianta Papalupagapas
Oh
on
my
the
God.
gas, doesn't he?
Yeah. Is he in the chat?
Is he bleeding
Teddy,
from
what
his
are you
mouth?
doing? I hope so. Yeah, there he is. It's got Joker face going on there. Maybe we know what Ted's doing now that the merchandise is slowed down. Isn't there one of the senior officials of NXT? I love
Ted,
it.
are you out there watching us?
Our good friend, Teddy P.
I don't know if he is.
You know, he sent me a nice birthday greeting, and I still haven't responded to him. yet.
Oh,
What does that say about me as a human being?
so,
It was a rough week, a rough month, a rough summer, a rough year.
yep.
But I didn't forget, Ted. I will text you back this week.
But I think this pace, in terms of looking at it from a storyline perspective, favors O'Reilly because he's that mat-based technical type of guy.
You think the longer it goes, the more it favors O'Reilly?
Yes. From a
Uh-huh.
storyline aspect, obviously, you know, it's different in real life, but I think it favors him when you look at it from a wrestling standpoint. Because then you have Finn Balor beating O'Reilly at his game. I don't know. I would have liked to see O'Reilly have different ring gear than the same Undisputed Era stuff he wears all the time. You know, for being the biggest match of your career so far, and it's technically your singles run, I'd love to see him have some unique ring gear
You're big on the unique ring gear.
for your first singles title
Let's
match.
not go back that route. Let's not do that.
I'm just, it's a different story, but I'm just saying, if I was going to have my first big,
You want to add something new.
if I was going to have my first singles match, big one, I mean, I would do some, you know, unique ring gear.
Does Virgil regularly wear maroon? Nice clothes.
He changes it up sometimes. He's done red. He does.
I remember he did blue for a little
Yeah, he
while
did
on
the blue,
SmackDown.
and
I
then
don't
he-
Dan,
remember
you got to
maroon.
read this, buddy. Look
What
at
do we
this.
got, brother?
This one will get you nice.
Who have you interviewed?
No. The
Oh.
one below.
Everyone needs to. Oh,
Hey, George.
no.
What does that say?
That name should be banned from this chat room. That piece of garbage is a human being. Oh,
I knew that would get you going.
no. I'm not even going to say it. That's the most classless human being I've ever met in my life. If you knew what that scumbag did in this very room, this very studio, you'd be sickened. Wish her a happy birthday. Please, go send her to Walter Reed with Trump.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I knew
Just
that
a
was gonna get
vile
hot, 'cause
human
you weren't
being.
here for those
oh
years.
no,
He
he
told me about
wasn't.
it, though,
Oh, you
but-
heard about it? Well,
Okay.
at least you know. Oh. The interview I could do about that, but I'm going to, as Quincy says, it's almost the holidays. I have to be kind.
Almost.
Almost.
People asking questions.
Well, there already went.
Tara
I
Reynolds,
heard she
that
was
terrible
cool.
woman.
Yeah. Ken, if you don't take a bath for about a month, she'd be all over you, brother. That's just one of her many lusts, the filthy pig.
Well,
Ugh. You shouldn't even have told me. You're going to get me all fired up.
Sorry, I just knew that one.
just go
would.
back
I
to
had
the
shut there.
match.
Let's go back to this great match we're having. Look at this. Ooh,
Brain buster. That was nice.
Shades of the Birdman Coco Beware right there. Not as much luck as Coco used to have with it.
No. Nowadays, you have to hit it at
And look
least.
at that. If you look at his two knee pads, they say Coco. K-O, K-O.
Oh yeah, huh?
Maybe
No, the
that's
other-
where he got the idea.
No, the other one has the Undisputed
Oh, well.
Era logo on it.
That's why he didn't finish it off then, as it only said Co instead of Coco.
Maybe if you had some unique ring gear. I mean,
Dan, did you ever meet China?
Yes.
why is the ref not counting right here? Oh, he's still hitting him.
I like that he's kicking him in the mouth, though, and the mouth was bleeding. See,
Maybe
this
he's gonna-
really is a nice throwback championship match.
So I said it feels like I like these old style matches.
Yeah.
Still fired up.
I hate that woman.
I know.
It's not even a woman.
It's
It's just a what was that? What did they say to Kevin in Home Alone? It's just a disease. You're just a disease. That's what she is.
well,
Sunday. Silence here on the set over my hatred.
I know. I was letting you go off, but all right, we'll get back to
Well.
that match. Teddy Papalapagookalis
Did he
slid
check
right
in?
in. No, but
Oh.
he slid right in
Oh,
on
the
that
referee
counter, too.
version. All right.
Yeah. Would you guys enjoy a Bruno or Harley match since one of them don't like a slow technical match?
I'd
It's not
enjoy Harley more than Bruno.
It's not that I don't like the slower pace matches. It's just the placement of it and the show it's on. That's
Let's
it.
kick the legs out.
It's the flow of
It's
the
like
show.
playing PlayStation 4, then going back to the old NES system from back in the 80s.
It's like
slowing
using
it
a
down.
new
That's a good
computer.
friggin-
Yeah, it's a
I
new
like that.
computer, and then go into like an older computer or something like, you know? I don't know.
I know what you guys mean. Absolutely.
Because I think he thinks the same thing as me. You know, there's nothing wrong with these old style matches. It's just
Crickets.
how the show goes, you know? I think, as
Working
he
the
said
leg.
too, if it was with a crowd, I think it'd be a lot different.
I still don't have my big announcement to make yet.
Well.
Now I'm thinking about that.
But it's also the size of the card too, having 5 matches.
Yeah.
When you have 5 matches,
Ooh, that was nice.
you know, if you had maybe 8 matches, you could throw in a couple slower paced ones.
A couple of more garbage matches that no
That's
one
what I'm
really
saying.
wanted.
If you have some,
Oh, look who it is.
who is it?
Oh,
It's
Mr.
USA.
USA.
You have an excuse to get off. So
Mr. USA, Tony Atlas, we're live on set right now for the NXT TakeOver 31 watch along. How are you?
How you doing, my friend?
We have to catch up. There's a lot of news, brother.
Okay, when is a good time for me to talk to you?
Tomorrow afternoon, probably around either before 5 o'clock or after 3 o'clock.
Between 3 and 5.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, I have some interesting news. Hopefully, some good news.
Okay.
Say hello to everyone at home, Tony.
Hello, all you good, full-blooded Americans. This is Mr. USA WD Hall of Famer Tony Atlas 2006. I want to say God bless America. Be strong. Keep faith in God. Support your president. And God bless America.
Everybody except Terry Runnels, right?
God bless America.
All right, even better. All right, Tony, we'll
If
talk.
he's an American, God bless him.
Terry's an American, yeah. All right, Tony. Well, God bless him. We'll talk tomorrow, buddy.
Okay, my friend.
All right,
Hello,
Tony.
everybody.
All right, bye-bye now, Tony.
but you know what I'm saying about the card is if it's 5 matches, usually with the WWE, you
That was
know,
a nice run-in by Mr. USA himself.
they could throw in some filler matches to kind of break up the flow. You know what I mean?
Checking on Kyle.
I happen to think, and I understand what you mean as far as the pace of this show goes, but overall, I think the NXT TakeOver shows are perfectly sized. I wouldn't add anything more or less to them. I think 2.5 hours, 5 solid matches makes for an excellent show.
Absolutely.
As far as tonight goes, yeah, it's just like I said. It's like playing PlayStation 4 for 2 hours and then going back to the old 80s NES for the last half. But we don't know what the climax is going to be like.
I mean,
It's not the farm down in Shelton. Please.
I could see Finn Balor going for the coup de grace, however you want to say
On his
it.
injured leg,
And,
it buckles.
well, I could finish too.
All right.
O'Reilly catching him as he comes down, kind of goes to the side, catches his knee, and then goes into the knee bar.
And if that could be it, we'd have a new champion.
I could see that.
He's injured. Look
Because
at
that's
that.
what
He's
they're kind of
injured.
building up to is like a knee, because he's been finishing people off with the knee bar the past couple weeks. And even in his...
We're getting close. 9:21 though, so it's got to be getting close.
I'm sure
Little
they got
Cena's worried more about the time than the
Look at
match.
this.
I love
No, I'm just saying. We were saying 9:30 it's over, so we're getting near it. He's talking about the finish.
I just think it's
Oh.
going to end with that knee bar.
Another one, step to the chest. Oof.
it. This is a war, ladies and gentlemen.
This is.
This is what it's all about. 15 pounds of gold on the line. Only one man will leave with that championship belt. Who will it be? Two-time champion Finn Balor or a man that has never held the gold
There it is.
in Kyle O'Reilly?
It took a little too long.
Took a little too long.
One leg.
Oh, he's
No.
it's
Wow.
over.
Well, I'm surprised.
Wow.
I'm happy.
And
So
he's
my,
bleeding
oh,
from
look
the
at he's
mouth.
bleeding too.
Ooh.
That was a slow finish.
Unexpecting too.
I thought they were going to have a better finish than that.
Well,
That
all
was
us
kind of
lost on
just,
that, so.
I don't know. That was,
Little color. Very little, but it's color.
I don't know if that was planned or not. Both of them bleeding out of their mouth. I don't know if it's a shoot
Well,
or
hopefully
not.
they weren't gigging inside their tongue, but
I just hope it both wasn't planned bleeding out of the mouth.
Right.
You know what I
it's
mean?
Papa Lupa.
Unless one was
Teddy
planned and one.
P. Give
One
him the
was
strap.
jealous, so he said, you know what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Very
he's
good
right.
match, though.
Absolutely. Unexpected finish, but
I think it's upside down. It is upside down.
The X doesn't look right to you?
Look, the N and the T are
I'm
on-
kidding.
Yeah,
I'm kidding. It is.
it's
the
upside
ref's
down.
gonna get some heat for that, huh?
What's going to happen
Is
here?
that referee new? I don't ever remember seeing
He's
him.
been there a little
That's
while.
has
Teddy. Of course he's new. You just told everybody.
Something's got to happen here.
You want a bigger finale than this.
Yeah, I thought the ending was going to be better. Remember we said it
You're
was
not
going to have
happy
like
with
a.
the finish.
I mean, it's a slow match the whole time, and then he just kind of goes to the top rope, hits the coup de grace, and then
I
one,
thought
two,
it
three.
might have been a hotter finish, especially where in other matches you have people kicking out of finishes 6 times, you know?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We
Well,
all
maybe
of us
that's
said it.
why they did so much.
We all said it. We thought it was going to be a bigger finish than that. Who do you think? I mean, unless they do this rematch again, who could fight for the title? Unless this, I doubt it's a one-off though. I feel like they have more to squeeze out.
I'd honestly love to see a 2 out of 3 falls between these two.
Sure. I could go with that.
I'd love it. I really enjoyed the match.
I mean, if Finn had I don't know if he had one on the Indies or not, a submission move, maybe a submission match. I know some people
He
don't.
didn't use a submission hold when he wrestled in the MWF, but that's certainly not to say that
He doesn't have one.
it doesn't have one, right?
I could see a submission match, maybe, but I don't know that.
Either that or maybe because they don't have the Survivor Series card this year, they're looking at the December as the bigger version, and this one they didn't want to give you a,
What, do you just wake up?
blockbuster over the top. Who do we have here? I was hoping to have a big announcement for you guys tonight on someone coming to the studio this month, since it is October now. But I don't, and I'm sorry.
What are they gonna do at the end? Shake hands. What's up?
A
Yes.
sign of respect, which I generally hate, but that was a match that kind of warranted
So
it.
you're not a fan.
I
of
mean,
Ring
they're
of
both.
Honor.
I mean,
No.
it's not really a true heel versus face type of thing.
Well,
It's
wrestling
over.
fans, as we
Wow.
wrap up, don't forget 10 o'clock, Paul Bearer is going to be with us for a very special PSA about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Oh, wait a minute.
Ridge Holland. He's got Adam Cole.
Well, this is the hot ending we were looking for, I guess.
I figured they weren't going to end with that. I mean,
Just dumping
they
him like
took
he's
they
trash.
took the cage away. You see, the divider was gone.
I don't think they had one up on that side of the ring.
Did they? Oh, I thought
For
they
the
did.
hard cam. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh.
So they're going to
Throw
do.
up the X.
So they're going to do O'Reilly and Ridge Holland? Because that doesn't even involve Balor. Why would Balor care? You know what I mean?
Maybe he was trying to send Balor a message. If I could do this to the former champion, what could I do to you? I don't know.
Unless they do I don't know.
Wait a minute. Even Finn's concerned.
Maybe
No.
they'll tease
And
Finn
that's how they're
joining
going
the
off.
group,
Uh-oh.
right?
What was the
Maybe.
last part?
Maybe they'll tease Finn joining the group.
I certainly hope they wouldn't do that. I think that group is perfect as it is. But you never know.
I mean, that showed Cole as a babyface. Remember I said on the show they would
That's it.
have him and O'Reilly as babyfaces?
Like I said on that TV show when we did our review, Cole was almost too much of a baby face in that little promo he cut when his match ended with Austin Theory. But Well, wrestling fans, we have come to a close. I guess we should do the wrap-up show as I do my technical work.
What would you give the grade before you leave?
I would say for the show, I'd give a 7. And for the best match, I'd go with the title match, slightly over the Isaiah Scott Cruiserweight match.
Not the opening one with Priest and Gargano?
No.
Okay.
Now, you gentlemen, you can do the same as we wrap up. Fans, before we go, again, don't forget, 10 p.m., Paul Bearer, Tuesday night at 9. Tony Atlas is back in studio shooting on the issues that WWE Talent is having with a third-party options like Cameo and Twitch. On Thursday, Marty Jannetty is back, and he talks about all the crazy things that Marty talks about. The topic this week has actually slipped my mind, but you have to check out this week's episode when he talks about the 1990 plane ride from hell. And this Friday night at 10 p.m., baby, forget about the Thunderdome in Orlando. The Thunderdome I have sitting to my right on screen. Not you. The man with the Friday night at 10 p.m. dome.
Oh.
Mr. John Cena Sr. talks about the first year of AEW. So we got a lot going on this week. If you don't want to wait, join the Patreon. All 3 episodes are available now. I now hand the baton over to my fine co-hosts, Mr. Dave Carter and Mr. Southwestern Connecticut himself.
There is really nothing wrong with this show. I mean, you look at the main roster shows, you could pick those apart left and right, unlike Clash of Champions, which we all, I think, gave a 7.
It had a start and a finish to it. And it was, you know what I mean? There was no like matches that you were like, ugh, even the women's match was.
The women's match was good for what it was.
Exactly.
I didn't particularly like the ending match and the flow of it. I like old style matches.
I get what you're saying.
But it's just the flow of, you can't go boom, 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 and then
boom.
And then, you can't go like this and then a hard fall.
Right.
That's what I don't like. I mean, all the finishes were correct. There was no one that won, and I was kind of like, really?
What's going on?
Yeah. Everyone that won, I mean, I even said it in the beginning, some of those matches I was kind of going back and forth. Even that Kushida one I was about to change right before it started, the way the video package was. If I can go back in time, that'd be the only one I'd change. You know what I mean?
What's your grade for it? Well,
I'd say a 7. Same thing as him. I think there was nothing. The matches were good, but it wasn't anything that was like. The only thing I didn't like.
The charts.
Nothing was off the charts.
That's what I'm saying,
Shit, it's a 10. The only way I'd give it maybe like an 8 or a 9 even is if those matches didn't have those 1, 2,
the false
the kickouts, and it's okay if you do that at like a big pay-per-view main event. But when you have your opening match, your second match, and your third match hitting 4 or 5 finishers and big spots, especially that little Gargano spot in the women's match, that they did not need that at all. I think it took away more
from
than
the match,
more than it added.
Absolutely.
Opening match was good.
Yeah, that match was
second
great.
match, the cruiserweights had a little too much going on.
We talked way more about the gimmicks they were wearing than the match itself. Yeah.
But even still in the match, they had this random guy come out. They had the other guys come out. They had a brawl going on. They made it seem like Scott was going to win. He hits his finisher where he hits him with the knee. I don't know what that finisher is. I don't like it. I give it a 7. There is nothing that was great.
We're going to go 7 across the boards because I'm going to give it a 7 too. I thought it was, like you said, it was good. It was definitely good matches all around, but there was nothing off the charts to make it a 9 or a 10.
Nothing off the charts. I think if the Balor and O'Reilly, even though I expected it to be mat-based technical, I think if it had a little more, a better ending.
Right.
Because he stomped him, went to the top rope slow, hit him with it, and even we all said at the same time, oh, slow cover. And he only hooked the inside leg.
And we didn't have any title changes, right? No title changes.
No.
Wow. There you go.
I mean, the only title I probably would have changed like 100% was Scott winning the title.
Yeah.
But I even said it after he lost. I said it. I know he's going to take that title, whether it's Wednesday night, the Wednesday after, or even Halloween Havoc on October 28th. I think Scott's taking that title. There's no way you can have that feud end with the heel winning.
Right.
It's just, there's no way. Finn Balor winning, I think it's a total mistake if you have Ridge Holland. I think that ending I hated.
We'll have to tune into Wednesday to see what goes on with that.
Ridge Holland should be nowhere near that title spot. He's had, what, 2 squash matches in 2 weeks, and all of a sudden he beats up Adam Cole. So what's he going to do? He's going to face Kyle O'Reilly now? And he's going to – so
Right,
you're going to
exactly,
have
and
Kyle
jump in.
O'Reilly face the NXT champion and then go down to a guy who's really done nothing? I mean, yeah, you want to do a singles run. I would have done O'Reilly and Ridge, then have him in the title scene.
Right.
Not the title scene.
Build him up before he's the top.
And then
I get
you're
you.
basically going from here with him to
Back
here.
down, yeah.
And it's not here to here. It's here to here. You know, Rich Holland's great. He has a great look. They've been putting him over fantastically.
But they're rushing him.
Don't rush it. And that's
Right.
the thing that the
I get
main
you.
roster has issues with. Do not rush things. You can build to get better. Don't go here and stay here. Go here and build this way. Even if you have to take some time to kind of build them up a little bit and build up to that one big blow-off match, instead of just, they get here and they stay on that road. That's pretty much, they don't, you know,
Absolutely.
it's tough, but there's really nothing wrong. There was nothing great. I think what would have added to the show by subtraction is just those stupid finishes.
Yeah, the two counts, almost threes. I get you. The false finishes.
How many 2
are
counts
the
did we see tonight on finishers, big spots? We saw low blows. We saw people hitting the head with titles. And this is different matches we're
Right,
talking about.
exactly,
Not
each
just
one.
one. Every single match had just, you're like, oh my God, this is it. I love the surprise factor, but when it's every single.
What about Ember Moon, though? Did you like that?
If Tony Storm didn't do that little thing,
Before.
it's just
it
so
would've just been,
confusing.
yeah.
The match is over. You get Tony up on the screen. You're like, oh, that's cool. I guess Tony's going to come over and, you know, face her for the title. And then you got Ember coming in. And I'm like, oh. You know, if you watch the older shows with him in the past weeks, I kept saying Ember Moon. Ember Moon, Ember Moon, Bo Dallas I was picking a guy and a girl. Because I even said to him, if you go, I'm pointing over there because he's out wandering. I said to him, when they were doing those teaser videos, it was a smaller person.
Right.
And I said to him, it's a smaller person. It's definitely going to be Ember Moon. So, and then it ended up being her. Will they do a triple threat match? I really hope not. Will they end up doing a #1 contenders match? I really hope not. But it's just WWE. They have something right in front of them, and they just
It's right there. And
blow it. They just blow it. And it's like the Kyle O'Reilly thing with Adam Cole. They had it right in front of them. And what are they going to do now? Who knows?
Who knows? But you know what?
You
That
could
could
have
be a
came out
good
of
thing
this
too,
show
though.
with the hot angle.
Right, but that could be a good thing that who knows? Because it'll be, you know?
But it's not a good who knows. That's
But
the
it
thing.
might be. We don't know because when it's so predictable, it's like, you know what I mean?
But sometimes it's a good predictable. And then you get the bad predictable. And you're just like,
Right, but I
don't
mean,
know.
we're always like, oh, WWE's so predictable. WWE, maybe this won't be. You know, I always try to think outside the box just because you never know.
yeah,
And
but
NXT
with
is
Ridge
known to
Holland?
do some good
Come
stuff,
on,
so
come
I'm
on.
hoping there's something with it. Who knows? You might be totally right, but I'm going to think that it's, you know, it might be something good.
All right. So that's
But I
it.
think we've talked about it.
Almost everything.
Yeah.
So that's it for tonight for NXT TakeOver 31 watch along. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, how they come out of this, see if they build off of it. As we said last week for Clash of Champions, and I just said before, you have to build off of a good pay-per-view. But
We'll see Wednesday.
we'll see what happens. From us here at the studio.
Remember, the next
Sox,
watch along is October 24th, right? For Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory, if I'm there or
Yes.
not. From the Sox,
Whoa.
Matt Degnan,
Dave Carter.
and Dan in the control room. Thank you for watching. See you Tuesday with Tony Atlas.